hotter than coffee in your lap.
One more cup of coffee before I go.
I like sugar in my coffee, baby.
Can you smell what the crew is brewing? It's like espresso for your ears.
That's right. It's the Morning Brew.
It is.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. It is January 30th, 6:07 a.m., and I'm here with the best folks in the world.
Way too
Patrick Massey,
early.
Greg Revels. How you guys doing?
You're not used to seeing the clock this time of day.
No.
It does get early.
I usually get up at about 6:50 and drive in here about 80 miles an hour. And get here at 7 o'clock.
You hear that, police? You know where he lives.
Yeah.
They see me.
If you need to get your quota up.
I always manage to see 7 o'clock's shift change.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you got...
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You got keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yep, here we are, KDQN Live, your 92.1, your number one country.
Yeah.
The Morning Brew here. Happy Monday to all of y'all.
Happy Monday.
How was your weekends?
I'd say mine was pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, sorry?
How was your weekend?
It was great. It was great. It was very relaxing, very low key. Didn't go anywhere besides Walmart, which was really nice, and lots of reading. Yeah.
All right.
It was very boring.
Say,
I liked it, though.
It'll make me fall asleep here.
I
That
know.
sounds so nice. What'd
It
you go to
was-
Walmart for?
Groceries.
Oh,
Coffee.
yeah, I have to do that.
It was just rainy, and it was like the perfect time to just stay inside and craft and watch movies, and my kind of weekend.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. How about you, Greg? Some adventure this weekend?
Always an adventure, man.
Yeah.
We partied.
That's right. You had your Christmas in January party.
Yeah, we had our Christmas in January party. We did that.
Everybody show up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everybody showed up. Had a good time. Everybody had a good time. Ate too much. Go home, watch some football.
Yeah.
Watch the Razorbacks lose again. Yeah, so that's life. But,
Typical weekend.
Yeah,
here lately.
that seems to be that way. That's right.
Besides the Christmas in January, that made it real special.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
I love that tradition. We're looking for a few new traditions. Maybe should we just turn that? Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I'm tired of hearing that song all morning. Just say that.
Tyler's not here, so he's taking over.
Yeah, I know.
You see that? It's the big brother thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love CCR. Don't get me wrong, but
I was not paying attention to that, so I definitely had it too high still. Sorry. That's my bad.
Don't know. And sometimes you'll forget to turn it off, like on my interviews, and I go back to record bits out. Then you can hear "Fortunate Son" playing in the background.
Yes.
On some of my interviews with people. Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, I had a dream this weekend that Mr. Jay Lindley came back on the show as a guest.
That's a nightmare.
It was a nightmare for me because I was sitting here and I was, for some reason, trying to emanate him. I was taking his voice and being like, "That's right," and wow, right in front of him.
Yeah.
And he was not liking it. We had actually changed our intro song to something like funky and hip. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
that was my dream for the weekend.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I think we ought to do that.
Yeah.
Let's have him over here.
I think it would be fun.
Like a trade host kind of day.
Well,
We'll go over
I
there
think what we do is we bring him over here and we make fun of everything he did.
Aww.
Oh, that's just fun. Just all in good fun.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying. You're trying to emanate. You want to be like him, right?
Right.
Yeah, everybody wants to be like Jay Lindley, right?
I like that. What else is your idea of a good time? Is it splashing mud puddles on people walking on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
That's fun. I'll tell you what, that's a good time.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I have. I saw once when I believe it was when I was living in Canada. I was walking, and there was like a Catholic seminary not too far, or I guess a Catholic school, and one of the nuns was walking with a line of children. And I swear somebody like swerved over to hit the puddle and splashed all of them.
Aww.
I was like wanting to like get the license plate number and all that. I thought that was incredibly rude.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an accident, but I saw the whole thing and it didn't seem like an accident to me.
No, I don't think so.
It seemed like a very terrible, terrible thing.
I've seen it happen, but it's not. I didn't think it was on purpose, but just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it happens. For
Yeah.
sure. It can happen. But no, I've been thinking of some new Christmas traditions since we have a new Christmas lover in our household, and I like that. But because what you do there, Greg, we also have some families a little bit scattered out, so you can't always get everybody together around Christmas. We saw this past Christmas season just how crazy the traveling situation was. It seemed like most people, if you were traveling via airplane to enjoy Christmas this year, you actually celebrated Christmas in the airport.
Yes,
Yeah, over like a $20 ham sandwich. But so I like that. We maybe have Christmas a couple of weeks afterwards or something. But there's one, I don't know how many people are familiar with the Jesse tree. Have you guys ever heard of this before?
I have not heard that.
This is I think it's an older tradition, Christmas tree tradition, but it's one that's it's getting a comeback in some circles. But it's where you have your bare tree on December 1st, and then you put one ornament on it every day until December 25th. You got 25 ornaments on it, and that's my wife was like, well, we're still gonna have the regular Christmas tree that's decorated the whole time. I'm like, yes, but I think we should, in the living room, our main room, we should have the Jesse tree.
I like that idea.
And then another one is have their little nativity scene. You kind of get it all set up December 1st, so that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, the baby Jesus isn't there yet.
Right.
The three kings are still ways away, still traveling. So we're going to make sure this year, especially with Mariah, she'll be old enough. On December 1st, we'll put the three kings on one side of the house.
Yeah.
And then every day they move a little closer
That's so
to the nativity
cute.
scene. So it's just one of those, you got to remember every day
Right.
to move them a little closer. And then obviously the baby Jesus is not there till Christmas morning, So.
It's kind of like Elf on the Shelf, except better.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Just maybe the elf on the shelf could move the nativity scene for you.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
doing that.
Since they move around all the time, you
Right.
never know where they're going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
He could be
just
laying
have
in the
that
manger.
the elf could you just say, "Hey, elf, would you move the nativity scene
Yeah.
every day?"
That's cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun little things. We'll probably be looking at some others. So
I kind of want to steal Greg's idea and do a soup Christmas.
I do like the idea. Of the soup.
I guess it doesn't have to be for Christmas. We should just do that someday.
I know Tyler was trying to make it sound like it was a soup kitchen Christmas, but when you came back and reported on the soups that were there, it sounded pretty good.
I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty cool, especially
It's a great
being
idea.
the being on a Christmas on a Sunday. We're all going to church. So
Yeah.
we come back and the soups are all ready.
The soups are
You know,
already.
they're sitting there in the crock pots ready to go. So
Yeah.
Man, was this y'all's first time doing that?
yeah, that was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually don't do that. We just Well, I think one of my sisters came up with it.
All right.
Just to make it quicker, so you weren't rushing home trying to get everything ready and everybody's sitting around waiting to eat
Oh, yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Because that's just for one person on Christmas Day. It can be a little chaotic. At least for one person, who's doing the turkey and
Right.
if you're doing the big traditional Christmas dinner, right?
Yes.
Can you tell we're ready for Christmas on the morning brew?
Yeah, I was. I got some clothes over the weekend from a good friend, and half of it was like Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
And I was really
Try
sad.
not to outgrow it before
yeah, I know.
next Christmas.
I had to put it away, and I'm not ready for it.
We've been doing some work on the house, and yesterday I was moving some stuff around, and I found we have still one Christmas decoration that did not get taken down. It was like behind. It somehow got behind like some draperies or a curtain or something. And I moved it out of the way there. I was like, oh, it's still technically Christmas in our house. I guess we still got some decorations
Yes.
up.
The tree behind you is still decorated for Christmas.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be all
Just
year. I'm not
leave it.
changing it.
Hey, I realize that every year I spent so much time putting lights back on my house because I put them up, bulbs would break or whatever, fall out, and it's how those dang Christmas lights work. If one bulb goes bad, it throws out a whole string on either side of it.
Right.
So it takes you hours to track down the bad ones. So I've realized by just leaving my Christmas lights up all year round, they don't get damaged.
Exactly.
And my house is really, it's like dark if you're trying to find it just from the road. It's really hard to see. So if anyone ever has any troubles, I'll just call them up and be like, look, hey, I know it's July, but look for the house with the Christmas lights
Yes.
on right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Can't
I
miss
love
it.
that.
I use those LED lights now.
That's the way I need to transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
'Cause
those
then
the strips?
Yeah, they still go out,
yeah.
Yeah,
But they don't take all the other lights.
but
with
when
them,
they go
right?
out, you just throw them away
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're no good. You can't do anything with them.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
I have in my laundry room at home. There's like an LED light at the top, but it's not like a bulb or anything. I think it's strips.
Strips, yeah.
And I have no idea how to change it. And it went out. It was supposed to last like 50,000 hours from what I read about those.
Apparently, you left your light bulb on too long.
Well, I
Yeah.
disagree.
And time goes slower
Maybe
here
I
because
didn't.
your house is brand new.
You've been over there 50,000 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there's about 10,000 hours in a year, so good job.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
really
how it
used the heck out
happened.
of those lights.
Left it
Yeah,
on
I
for
don't
5
know.
years.
I don't know how it's possible, but now I have just one of my like living room stand lamps in there for now until I can figure out how to change those out.
I don't think you can change those LED strips, can you?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Maybe somebody out there
Well-
has the answer.
Yeah.
I did. Speaking of Lindley, I did get to see him this weekend.
Yes.
Tyler and I went. We went camping out there in the wilderness. It was brutal inside the hunting cabin that
Yeah.
that Jay's father-in-law has. It was super nice. Steaks, potbelly stove,
That's
breakfast
not camping.
burritos. No, it's not. No,
Oh, it sounds
was,
lovely. Was it raining out there as well?
It was a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. But of course, you get 3 radio guys together hanging out. We got out there like at 2 or something. I think we were in bed by 9:30.
Oh.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I thought you guys would be sitting around with your having a competition of radio voices. Who's got the best one?
No, we just had too much fun, and then it
Yeah.
was time to go to bed. I was there. I was ready to for the long haul, like 10 o'clock, even midnight, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I got it in me still. Recently, I had people in my house over till 1 o'clock. Now that was a little raw. I thought I was gonna have to chase them out with a shotgun or something.
Yeah.
But I can do it if need be. We just didn't make it that night.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you do is when people are at your house, you just go to bed.
Just good.
I
Yeah.
got a friend that does that.
Yeah, I thought about it, but these are also the type of friends that are like, well, I guess we'll just hang out here, and then maybe 4 o'clock in the morning they'll leave.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. You know, you can stay all night, but he's going to bed. And he does.
I ain't afraid of doing that for sure.
He'll just go to bed.
But other than that, flooring at my house,
Yes.
rearranging the house, still a disaster. But it's slowly things are getting back to where they're supposed to be. Gonna get a carpet man to come in and do some carpet this week because I decided I just don't even want to mess with
Yeah.
that. You know, wood flooring and stuff, I can do that, no problem. But carpet, that's a little bit. I don't know. That's a great way. If you don't have the right tools, a great way to throw your back out for sure.
Yeah. I've taken carpet up, but I've never put it down.
Yeah.
Taking it up is fun.
I'm gonna take it up.
Yeah.
Let somebody else put it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you need like some. I was looking. There's like some stretchers and rollers you need to buy. By the time I got all that equipment, I could have just paid somebody to come put in the carpet, and I hope to never have to do that again after this.
Yes.
Or at
What
least
kind
not-
of? Oh,
I don't know, the 70s shag style.
70s
maybe?
shag?
Yeah.
yeah, maybe like a burnt
Gold?
orange color.
Or gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or gold.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be fancy.
Hey, anything but what's in there right now.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. You know, when we moved in there was carpet in both the bathrooms.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I think that's the 70s thing. The house was built in 80. Mm-hmm. So I thought they would have learned better than that by then. But yeah, we pulled a carpet out of both bathrooms.
Yeah.
They didn't want their feet to get cold.
I'll take the cold feet as opposed to this nasty carpet that's just soaked up every bad aim at the
Yeah.
toilet.
Or what if your toilet overflows?
Yeah.
God forbid.
Ugh.
Right on your carpet?
Yeah, right onto the carpet.
Nope. No, that's weird. I did have an apartment with the kitchen was carpeted. That was kind of goofy to me too. You know,
Yeah.
if you're spilling oil and
Yeah,
butter and
abs-
stuff. Yeah.
And the carpet's, it's got dirt and stuff in it. Probably, You can never clean a carpet real well, So,
Yeah.
you get a little grease jump out of the pan, hit the carpet, catches the dust on fire that's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no good.
dangerous.
But you know what? We should really talk about some weather because we
Yeah.
got some weather potentially coming
Yeah,
this week.
sounds great.
What you think?
It sounds good. This one's brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
Good service and a good attitude have a lot to do with each other. You can't have one if you don't have the other. Service is about one person helping another because they want to, not because they're supposed to. A strong bank is built on strong relationships. Strong relationships are built on good service. Horatio State Bank, member FDIC, rated one of the nation's strongest banks.
Number one country weather.
Weather for Southwest Arkansas, Northeast Texas, Southeast Oklahoma. Yeah, y'all, it's going to be a little cold. and really, really wet.
Yeah.
Looking at it today, we've got a high of just 37 degrees today. Along with that, a 30% chance of showers. Now tonight we're going to see the thermometer drop down to the freezing point, but alongside that we're going to get some decent chances, more chances for rain, 70% this evening, turning into a 30% chance of freezing rain before midnight. Obviously going to be a little cloudy with all that. Now tomorrow, 80 to 90% chance of rain / freezing rain, because tomorrow's high is only 33 degrees. That's 1 degree above freezing. The low is 32. We're going to see a 1 degree change between this evening and tomorrow evening. Those freezing rain chances are going to continue into Tuesday night, 70% chance throughout Tuesday evening, back to 80% chance of freezing rain Wednesday morning, and then more rain chances all the way through Thursday night. But that freezing rain will be out of the picture because the temperatures will be well above freezing. Now, little to no accumulation is expected. Now, of course, we saw last week, the week before, we got the little bout of winter weather, mostly, from the hospital north. It was pretty snow covered.
Yeah.
So chances, especially in Polk County, I did see Polk County's got good chances for snow later, starting this evening and into tomorrow. You imagine some isolated areas could get a little icy.
Still snow on the ground up there.
Still snow on the ground. Wow.
In maybe not southern Polk County, but northern Polk County.
Okay.
And further north, some of our family came from that way and said they drove through and said there was still snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Look at some of the pictures from northern Arkansas. It looked like Canada or North Dakota or something. Yeah. I mean, they were clearing out over a foot of snow in some places by the looks of it. So
it's beautiful.
No snow chances for the Queen and the immediate surrounding area, but definitely some freezing rain chances. There is a winter weather advisory in effect beginning 6 o'clock tonight. That'll stay through 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. So especially during those overnight hours, evening, that's when things can get a little more hazardous. So definitely be a little cautious when driving around those time periods. Other than that, we'll keep an eye out if there's any closures. Haven't heard anything yet, but anything like that, if the weather gets any more severe, obviously we're going to be here to tell you all about it.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes.
Are we going to see anybody out like salting the roads or anything like that?
They might hit the bridges, but it's not going to be that cold. So
Right.
The last couple of times though, when they just salted everything.
they did.
I mean, just all up and down the roads.
I think
or chemicals. I don't know if it was salt.
Yeah, there's some new thing that they're doing nowadays. I forget exactly what it's called, but I think 2021 kind of took everybody by surprise a little bit. Nobody was expecting as much snow and ice and cold as we did that week. So I do wonder if they've got it in their mind. Make sure more prepared for that in the future.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's about that time.
But that's your weather, right?
Yes.
Brought to you by
Horatio State Bank. And we're going to take our first break in the 6 o'clock hour. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Whatever you want to be, it helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your master tobacco settlement dollars at work.
Bank of Locksburg is now Southern Bancorp. We're a mission-driven community development bank based right here in Arkansas, offering services and products to help you along the path to economic opportunity. From credit counseling and financial coaching to flexible accounts and loan options. Start your wealth-building journey by visiting banksouthern.com or stop by our branch today to learn more. Southern Bancorp, a bank on a mission to be wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Gentry Chevrolet in DeQueen is your local good neighbor Chevy dealer with new and used vehicles available. The new cars are being delivered as fast as they come in, and Gentry Chevrolet would never charge over sticker price. Never. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, let the friendly folks at Gentry Chevrolet help you order yours so you don't pay too much. Gentry Chevrolet is one of the best pre-owned inventories in the area, plus a great service department with windshield repair and replacement services, and they also have 2 quick lube style oil changing booths. Visit them at 1027 Highway 70 east of DeQueen or check them out on the web at gentrychevyinc.com.
healthy baby is a happy baby. Mom can help keep her baby happy and healthy by quitting tobacco. Be Well Baby from the Arkansas Department of Health can help. And you can get some great things for baby just by signing up, like vouchers for free diapers and more. Ask about Be Well Baby by calling 1-833-283-WELL or go to bewellarkansas.org to learn more. Be Well Baby, brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health. Because we want all Arkansans to be healthy right from the start.
And we are back with the Brew Crew. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are live on Facebook if anybody wants to come in and join us. I'm watching the comments. I see nothing yet. Just hoping you guys are okay out there.
Are we doing a Facebook Live giveaway this week?
Yes, we are.
We are. Do
Yeah.
we know what we're giving away?
Yes. This week's giveaway, we're doing a certificate for a free cake made by yours truly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. Like, this could be a good time to start sharing and liking and commenting on our Facebook Lives. You might win that certificate.
You make some fine cakes.
I try.
You made one for my wife for her birthday
Yes.
last week?
Week
No, the week
before?
before.
And
Yeah.
it was beautiful, too.
It was.
looked like
Not
a
only was it
Valentine's
good to
Day
eat,
cake.
right?
It was very good to eat, but the problem was that first, like, cutting into it at first, it was so
Yeah.
beautiful. I was
Yeah.
like, I felt like I was vandalizing it.
Yeah.
But we got a draw for last week's Facebook prize, too.
We did.
Did you do that?
Yeah, we did.
You were gone.
I was gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, it was EO. EO won.
EO?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm positive. He won the...
Did he come get it?
No. I think we should
Well,
probably...
EO, we're eating your stuff
Yeah,
today.
probably.
Don't you think we ought to eat it today?
Is it food?
Yeah, it's food.
There's coffee and
foodish. Yeah.
and a chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'm eating the bar.
But in the giveaway, there's also coffee cups, coffee plates, I guess. I don't know what you call it. A coffee dish to hold your coffee.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Cookies.
You're like me. I could have just like a half an inch of coffee in here and still spill it out. when
Yes.
set
I
it
don't
on.
think you've ever washed that coffee cup, have you?
No, I don't think you have to wash coffee cups.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wondered about that.
You're seasoning it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
build
Like
up,
a pan.
Yes.
Yeah, you build up an immunity to it no matter what. So
I don't think I've ever washed the actual coffee pot itself at home. My coffee pot. So
well, we did some cooked some steaks at the house,
Mm-hmm.
at Lindley's cabin the other day. And speaking of preseason pans, we were told there was going to be some cast iron
Mm-hmm.
up there, and we're looking around because we got these steaks, and you're very peculiar about how you cook steaks. You know, Lindley had the idea, let's just get the fire burning and the wood burning stove hot enough you could set the steaks and cook them on top of that. That was going to take way too long, and it would just be way too hot.
yeah.
That sounds like a Lindley idea.
He threw out the idea of putting tinfoil down and putting the steaks on. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Then we found the cast iron. We're like, okay, well maybe we can get that inside the wood burning stove, a big old wood burning stove. You know, clear out the coals, put that, and cook the steaks in there real quick.
Yeah.
Get to the cast iron, it's all rusted up. It's like, well, that's not gonna work. And we're just all three of us just sitting there like, well, what are we gonna do with these things? And we step outside for a second. Blam! Propane grill full of propane.
Oh, there you go.
So we cooked them up in like 10 minutes. Yeah.
so it's like, hey, let's go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
just-
on the backside.
We're camping.
It's not my cabin. I don't know what's out there.
Oh.
Jay Lindley helped build that place.
First, they throwing steaks on a wood burning stove. And then when we walk out back, there's a grill.
There's the grill. Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. So we got that going.
Yeah.
That was good.
So did you build a fire outside?
No, we didn't. We had the wood burning stove, so it was raining pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, during the evening hours. So yeah, it would have been a little miserable.
Lazy boys just too nice, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm. That cabin is set up pretty nice.
Yeah, I wonder what. Are you isolated out there?
It's very isolated. Yeah.
And is it like kind of a modern day cabin or real like?
No, it's like a bunk.
Rugged.
It's a bunkhouse, like a
Love that.
rugged bunkhouse.
Yeah.
It's got solar electricity to it, so it does have a generator hooked up, but also got some solar panels on it, just enough to run lights, coffee pot, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's really just that, because when I told my wife, well, we're going to Jay Lindley's cabin, she's like, you know how long I've been asking to go to a cabin over in the Broken Bow Lake area. I'm like, well, let me just tell you, it's not a cabin you want to stay in. Like, get in there, it smells like men. It smells like sweat inside of it, you know, and
Yeah.
boots, because there's a lot of boots piled up. So it's very much, it's like a hunt and lease
You
cabin.
should have put those in the stove.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
But-
that sounds awesome, though.
So I did take a couple of pictures I meant to show her just so it'll be like, this is not exactly like what you're thinking of as a Broken Bow Lake cabin, okay?
Yeah.
But it is wild. It's been, we stayed out there before. It's been a couple of years, but the amount of cabins that have been built on the approach that were not there, he was pointing out, I mean, half a dozen cabins that were not there a year ago. It's just crazy how many are under development. I told somebody recently, or I heard from somebody, I was telling somebody else, I had heard that there was about 1,400 under construction right now around the lake, and somebody was like, I think it's more than that. And I was
Holy
like,
smokes.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that, I was told they start 100 new ones every month.
Wow.
That's insane.
Now, they may have slowed that down since interest rates went up a little.
Yeah, surely.
They probably slowed down some, but that's crazy.
It is, yeah.
Well,
I don't know, kind of sad in a way.
But if they're building cabins all the way down to the Broken Bow city limits.
absolutely, and as far north as they can. Yeah, I mean, you see a patch of woods off 259 right now. There's definitely there's some cabin right in there.
It doesn't have to be woods anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And they like building. I remember when I used to first go out there like 15 years ago. You get a cabin, you wouldn't see another one out there. Now I mean, you could reach out and touch the next one. I mean,
Yeah.
they're definitely making efficient use of it, of the campgrounds.
Right.
So, y'all, we really should take our 6:30 break. We got your
Yes.
Ag Vantage. I believe we'll have Bobby Fisher.
Motivational Mondays.
It's Motivational Monday, so all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a song.
We've got a song
We got
thrown
a
in
song?
there, and we're going to come back with my pro tips.
Love
we got
it.
lots of good stuff for you
right.
guys.
Awesome.
So we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, this is Bobby Fisher, pastor of Kern Heights Baptist Church, inviting you to spend a minute in God's Word with me. When I was growing up, one of the things my parents taught me was never say something behind someone's back that you wouldn't say to their face. Today, they would say, never say something about someone on social media that you wouldn't say to their face. Words are powerful. They have the ability to build up, but they also have the potential to tear down. James 3 compares the tongue to a forest fire. It starts out small, but then turns deadly and devastating. An unkind or careless word can damage your reputation. Words spoken in anger can fracture a relationship that took years to build. Hurtful things said on social media can cause great harm in the church and in the community. So think before you say or post something negative. Or, as someone has said, taste your words before you spit them out. That's especially important in our world today. Join me at 822 North 9th Street on Sunday mornings at 11 or on Facebook live stream.
Good morning, I'm Kate Morgan. It's time to take a look at your EAB early morning market update. Here's how the market's closed. March corn at $6.54, up 1 1/4. May up 1 1/2 at $6.54. January soybeans at $15.01 1/2, up 34 3/4, with March at 21 3/4 at $14.92 1/2. March wheat at $7.43 1/2, down 3 1/4. May also down 3 1/4 at $7.51 1/2. March cotton at $85.67, up 3.09. May up 3.07 at $85.69. January rice at $17.50, up 12. March also up 12 at $17.77. In the livestock complex, February live cattle at $156.78, down 58. April down 60 at $160.68. January feeder cattle at $182.70, down 110. March down 90 at $185.65. And February lean hogs at $80.28, down $2.25. April down $188 at $89.65. That's your early morning market update from your EAB Ag Network. Have a great day.
The first ever Arkansas Grown Conference and Expo is coming soon. The Arkansas Department of Agriculture and ag organizations are hosting this in-person event where our farmers who grow our farm-to-table food can connect, hear from experts, take farm tours, and network. Join us for the Arkansas Grown Conference and Expo at the Embassy Suites in West Little Rock, January the 25th through the 28th. The deadline to register is January 11th. Sponsors and vendors are also invited. Go to arkansasgrown.org to learn more.
Bad theater seats, cheap Halloween masks, my apartment, all things with obstructed views. Add to these large trucks and buses. 18-wheelers and large buses have big blind spots, and like my apartment, they don't always have the best view. Bus and truck drivers deal with blind spots around the entire vehicle. Always take care not to ride alongside or too close behind them. Our roads, our safety. Learn more at sharetheroadsafely.gov.
At another big sale on Monday, January 23rd at McDaniel Livestock Exchange in Valiant, Oklahoma, there were 1,166 head of cattle on offer. Number one steers, 2 to 300 pounds, sold from 196 to a high of 230. 3 to 4 weight steers ranged from 193 to a high of 247 and a half. 4 to 5 weight steers brought 191 to a high of 235. 5 to 6 weight steers sold from 186 to a high of 212 and a half. 6 to 7 weight steers ranged from 174 to 187 and a half. 7 to 8 weight steers brought 160 to 174, and over 800 pound steers sold from 134 to 167 and a half. Number one heifers, 2 to 300 pounds, ranged from 181 to a high of 205. 3 to 4 weight heifers brought 182 to 195. 4 to 5 weight heifers sold from 175 to 192 and a half. 5 to 6 weight heifers ranged from 169 to 180. 6 to 7 weight heifers sold from 154 to 167 and a half. 7 to 8 weight heifers brought 149 to 154, and over 800 pound heifers sold from 125 to 131. And goats brought 25 to 45. And that's the report from the sale on Monday, January 23rd at McDaniel Livestock Exchange in Valiant, Oklahoma. Livestock Exchange in Valiant. For AgVantage, I'm Jay Bunyard reporting.
Come on out to Hochatown Saloon and experience their restaurant for lunch, dinner, and Sunday brunch. Discover their live music Friday evenings at the nightclub. Visit www.hochatownsaloon.com for more information and ticket prices. There's something always going on at Hochatown Saloon. Bring your friends and see the 2-story big screen TV. Cold drinks, delicious food, entertainment, and fun times are in store at Hochatown Saloon, located in the heart of Hochatown.
You know, a whole lot of folks are tired of the ridiculous prices of feed, fertilizer, and pretty much all supplies that have to do with farming. Unless, of course, you're a customer at Davis Feed Company. You see, at Davis Feed Company, we keep prices as low as possible. Because we're farmers too, and we understand. So stop going to the big store where they treat you like a number and come to Davis Feed, where we treat you like one of the gang.
Here at First State Bank, we've been serving the area since 1973. We're local, just like you, and being local means we make local decisions too. We're here to serve you quickly so you can spend your time wisely and not in line. Now, that's just one of the many benefits you get when you bank with a local community bank. Bank at home with us at First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All we're here to do. We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Bailouts, $1 billion bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Harris Drug and Gifts has what you need for Valentine's Day. They carry cards and gifts for all ages, children, men, and women. Their full-service pharmacy is ready to serve you with all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Most insurances are accepted and they have competitive prices. Harris Drug offers free delivery inside the city limits, and they're home to the famous Razorback Corner. Harris Drug and Gifts in historic downtown DeQueen, 584-3555, 584-3555. Harris Drug and Gifts.
That's right. You heard the Harris Drug and Gifts ad, which means it's time for Jen's Pro Tips.
But she's not a pro.
But I'm not a pro.
But she is really a pro.
Maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
A little bit.
She's a pro. But just before you start your pro tips, I do have one announcement from Harris Drug. Renee wanted us to tell everybody that they have temporarily I knew I couldn't do it.
You got it.
Temporarily relocated to 1014 Colin Ray Drive. That's the old Sears building.
Right.
And their phones are going to be down for a few hours this morning, but should be back up by noon. If you have any refills, you can send them in to harrisdrug.com or text them in to 870-232-4715. And this is only going to be temporary while they're having construction done on their store.
Yes.
So one more time, text 870-232-4715. Now, Jen's Pro Tips.
Yeah, well, before that, I just want to say, obviously, Harris Drug and Gifts is our hometown pharmacy. They've been family-run in DeQueen for over 50 years. Of course, we have your usual pharmacy finds, but they also have stuff like essential oils, home goods, our Razorback Corner, which is awesome, and other handmade stuff. They also have bridal registries, free gift wrapping, and free local delivery, which is super handy.
Yep.
So we love Harris Drug and Gifts.
Hey, we do.
And I love that they sponsor the Pro Tips with Jen. And today, I want to talk about Chewy.com because I know a lot of people saw a post that our very own Jennifer Higgins posted yesterday about Chewy. I guess a woman's rabbit had passed away, and Chewy, she reached out to Chewy.com.
They're good eating, aren't they?
They are good eating.
Talking about rabbits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep this positive.
Oh, sorry. Well,
no, it's okay. But so she reached out to Chewy and she said, I need to cancel this order. My rabbit passed away and I don't need these things anymore. So, of course, they did the full refund and sent her flowers.
Oh.
Which I want to talk about Chewy.com because I've been using them for about 6 years now. And
her other rabbit ate the flowers. And she got 'em.
Probably.
But in any case.
I just, I want to suggest to everybody out there listening that Chewy.com is super, super amazing about that stuff. Their customer service is always top notch. They have people you can call 24/7 with issues with your orders, or if you need to change things. Their website is super user friendly. You actually save money using them. Like my dog food is about, I think it's like $7 to $10 cheaper than buying in store. And they offer free shipping over $49, or you can set up auto shipping. So if you go through like a bag of dog food a month, you can set it up so that you get it on a certain day every month, and that saves you another like 5%, which is awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save from having some real hangry dogs. I
Yes.
noticed that I've learned I get a look from mine when her bowl is empty, and then you go and there's
Jen
nothing.
does too.
Yeah.
Yes,
they
and
do.
your dogs are a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And hungrier looking.
Yes, they are. I don't really feel like being eaten for supper. So
Yeah.
auto ship is always on at my home. But yeah, and like I said, their customer service is top notch. When we had to put down our senior dog, we updated our profile on our Chewy.com, and they sent some flowers the next day in a card.
Oh,
sorry for your loss. And also, when I first signed up for Chewy.com, they have you put in all your pets and their names and ages and pictures. And they hired an independent artist and sent me pet portraits of every one of them for free. I'm not joking. I still have them.
Oh, yeah, I know. Those look really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're so
And
amazing.
that way you don't forget your dog's birthday either. You get an
Exactly.
email like
I
the day
do get
before, a
emails.
text message.
Yes.
You're like, okay. Whew,
And I'm
thank
telling
goodness.
you, sometimes they send birthday cards still.
Wow.
Like handwritten,
do
handwritten birthday cards.
You going to get Ollie set up on that, Greg?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I
Yeah.
love Chewy.com. They feel like a local business to me, like whenever I'm having to talk to them, because they just give you the time of day. There's no automated anything. You're talking to a live person.
I'm going to check that out. 'Cause
You really should.
I feel like our little pup, I mean, obviously she's getting taken care of, but she has kind of been sidelined a little bit since we had a
Yeah.
baby. And
Do you know if they have old Roy?
Oh, I'm sure they do. We can check that out, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
Oh, well, yeah, because it's the cheapest.
Yeah. Well.
No, I don't do.
How much you pay for that dog?
Yes. Yeah. How much did you pay for Mr. Ollie?
How much did I pay?
Well, that's a rude question.
Yeah,
you
no.
did. It's very rude.
No.
You sent us a thing in the prep about most expensive dog breeds, and I went through that whole list, and it's insane.
I did not pay that much.
Yes, I know.
I promise you.
And it's interesting to me because most of those dogs are just mutts.
Well,
on
they
that
all kinda
list.
are,
They
right?
all
Yeah,
are. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, every now and then, I guess you can buy a dog that has like a pretty clear bloodline. I guess like that's just one breed, not two mixed together.
I
Like
figured
this one.
The Tibetan
Double
Mastiff.
doodle.
This is back in 2014. One of their puppies sold for $2 million.
That's insane.
That's insane.
So
It's
you
a
look
crazy looking dog, though.
So you look at this list. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just looking at some of them. A double doodle,
Yeah.
which means you take two not full breed dogs and
Right.
breed them together.
Yeah.
And they're like $2,000.
Yikes. What was I going to say? The golden retrievers, those ones
Yeah.
I couldn't believe were on the list.
Yeah.
They're like, what was it, $2,000?
Yeah,
I think.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I see people like I see you can get a Tibetan Mastiff for $2,500 here, $4,000 here. Why would one sell for $2 million?
I don't know. They would have to seriously prove that it has like a good bloodline.
I would expect that one goes and uses the bathroom in the yard, like it digs up oil or gold
Yeah.
while it's doing it too, or lays it.
Yeah. It's all just based on looks.
Yeah,
But
it's gold when it comes out.
Yeah.
It's not digging.
I guess-
It doesn't have to dig. You can't. You don't want dirt under its toenails.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. Did you have any more on Chewy.com? I'm sorry, I know we kind of got sidelined
no,
because I
no.
did have a brief message about Harris Drug. I wanted to share.
Sure.
So might have just seen this on Facebook, but they are having some repairs done to their main location downtown. So did you mention this already?
Greg did, but that's.
Oh,
I think we
I
should
wasn't
say it
listening.
again.
I'm-
We should
yes.
probably say it a few times.
Yes, due to some unforeseen circumstances involving some building renovations, they are temporarily relocated. This is Harris Drug and Gifts, temporarily relocated to 1014 West Colin Ray Drive. That's the former Sears building right across from like Chandler Funeral Home and all that. Just right over there from
Gotcha.
our station.
Right there.
I don't know why I'm pointing. I'm pointing over there.
Yeah,
If you look through the cloud R, you can see it.
That's right.
Yeah.
But-
And what was it? We can text a number for our refills.
Ooh, let me go back and get that.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
All right.
Just take me 1 second.
Yeah, of course.
We'll just
Figure it might be good to reiterate
So
it.
yeah, because their phones are going to be down this morning, but you can either go to harrisdrug.com or text your refills into 870-232-4715. Let me repeat that.
All right.
Try to do it without messing up. 870-232-4715.
4715. Easy enough. All right, guys. Well, awesome pro tip. I'm definitely
Yes.
checking that
Check
out.
it out.
Yes.
Just give,
me too.
Give the give the website a peruse. See if they even carry your dog food. Don't forget they have a pharmacy as well.
Okay.
Yes. So
Where I can get my stuff too?
No,
Or
just your dog stuff.
Do
Yeah.
you have anything like this for people? Oh, yeah, Amazon, I
Yes,
guess. Yeah.
Amazon.
Mhm.
Well, you know, the thing about it is like that getting your food set up where it comes regularly is like right now, I'm out of dog food.
Yeah.
And now I got to remember to go get it.
Yes.
I'm sure he's helping himself to the place, right?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever he wants, he's getting.
He's big enough to get on the counter now, right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
and when anywhere else he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Back to these expensive dog breeds. Did you pick out one you like the best? Just
No,
from
because
looking at 'em?
Huskies weren't on that list.
I didn't know if it. Yeah.
Just
So
kidding.
you just going with what you got already.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just talking about one of these.
I like the Weimaraners. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, Weimaraner.
I
Yeah,
call them Wangerangers.
Weimarangers. You guys, we are running a little late, though. We do have to get into your genuine
We sure do.
RV
We better.
power trivia. So let's get into it.
When you're looking to buy a new car, truck, or SUV, or just need a quality repair shop for your existing one, James Hodge Dodge will definitely fulfill your needs. They pride themselves on being one of the outstanding dealerships in McCurtain County and for the surrounding area. Their entire team is fully committed to delivering on the Hodge promise. Great deals for both new and pre-owned vehicles and top customer satisfaction. And remember, free oil changes for life with the Hodge Auto Group. James Hodge Dodge, South Park Drive in Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Kubota products provide the horsepower, versatility, and dependability to get the job done right. But that doesn't mean you can cut corners on your regular routine maintenance. Keep your equipment running smoothly by bringing your Kubota mower, subcompact tractor, or hay series tractors into More Your Equipment sales and rentals for a tune-up or oil change today. Call one of our experts for any questions about your Kubota products, or stop by More Your Equipment sales and rentals in Idabel or DeQueen to keep your Kubota running strong.
That's right. It is time for your genuine RV power trivia.
Genuine.
Genuine. Find like genuine.
And I have a question.
We all know the
Yeah.
most expensive dog is a good hunting dog.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's the best kind of hunting dog? I guess labs, maybe.
I
Or-
have a friend who was trying to raise one of his hound dogs to be like a cat dog, like go after like where it could sniff out like bobcats and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he said if you can get a dog that can do that, that dog's worth a lot of money. So
Mhm.
I don't know what you think, Greg.
Well, it depends on what you're doing.
What
I mean,
you're
if you're doing, lab's a really good duck dog.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I mean, a lot of people use beagles around here to hunt deer.
Right.
To run deer.
Yeah.
Mainly because they don't run off. And some people like black and tans, and then you got some people use other dogs for squirrel hunting.
Mhm.
Squirrel dogs, different ones for different things.
Sure.
I mean,
I've
just-
heard the golden retriever makes them a good duck dogs. They have
They
a
do.
tendency not to bite down too hard.
Real
Right.
soft mouth.
Real
Yeah.
soft mouth. There we go.
Dachshunds were bred to hunt badgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got some good noses on them.
I would have to put my money on the badger though in
Yeah,
that fight. I don't know,
yeah.
at least some of the
Those are
dachshunds
nasty.
that I know. I don't think they'd be fighting a badger real well.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so genuine power trivia. You guys know how it works. Greg has a question. Hopefully, you have the answer. And you can call us at 642-2190, 642-3637, or 898-3624 if you're in Little River.
3624. That's it.
Got it. Okay.
You got
Very
them all.
nice. Yeah.
All right,
You
you
memorize
ready?
those, or you got to?
No, I've got 'em right here.
Then why you were like, if I got that right,
A little slow this morning.
I didn't
All
mean
right.
to call you out. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right, you got the question for us, Greg.
I got a question.
Yes.
Last time he asked one, nobody got it, so we'll see
That's
how
right.
it
Yeah.
goes today.
That's right. Okay, this has been available since the 1930s, and it was invented by a candy store owner. What is it?
Ooh.
Invented in the 1930s.
Yep.
And invented by a candy store owner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I've got some ideas here. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Genuine Power Trivia.
Yes, this is Nancy.
Is it what now?
Happy.
Taffy.
Taffy.
No,
Not
not taffy.
taffy?
Taffy.
Good answer, though.
Cough drops.
Not coffee.
Not coffee. Is it floss?
Floss?
Yeah.
Not floss.
Not floss.
Going for the ironic answer.
Not floss. That's good. That was a good answer, though.
Thank you.
I like that. That was a Patrick answer, don't you think?
Yes,
Jen?
yes, it was.
Well, you guys are always trying to be tricksy with these things
Yeah.
here.
This is my family's going to love this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you mind reading the question again?
I will read it. Available since the 1930s, this was invented by a candy store owner.
1930s by a candy store owner.
And in just a minute, I'll tell you something else about it.
All right, we got some clues to go with it.
You ready for a clue, you think?
Let's maybe we'll see if
say
we
we
get
wait.
no more calls there.
Oh, yeah, finally.
All right.
All right. Good morning. You're live on Genuine Power Trivia.
I'm going to say toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Not toothpaste. That's a good answer, too, though.
Box chocolate?
Not box chocolate.
Your favorite black licorice?
No, not black
right.
licorice. Sorry. Maybe I should do this. I'll actually give you. Well, we got a phone call, so I'm not giving you anything.
Okay. Good morning. You're live on Genuine Power Trivia.
Peppermint.
Peppermint?
Not peppermint.
How about let's look at Facebook Live here. M&M's?
Not M&M's.
Ooh.
Snickers bar.
Not Snickers.
No.
Not Snickers. Okay. Try again.
So available since the 1930s, this was invented by a candy store owner, and it was first distributed across America in the 40s.
So it took him a while to get it to market.
Well, he got it. Well, he did it locally. Then it was distributed all across America in the 40s.
All right. Let's go to the phone lines here. Good morning. You're live on Power Trivia.
I'm going to say the chocolate crunch bar.
Ooh.
Not the chocolate crunch bar, Teresa. Good try, though.
Ration.
Google failed me.
It's failing me, too.
Have a good day.
You too. You're kind of stumping us here.
Did you have a? I was going to try to save Teresa's life.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys said have a good
man.
day. Okay, let's go to the phone lines here. Good morning. You're live on Power Trivia.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Not candy corn. I will tell you this, though. I'm going to give you one more clue. So, available since the 1930s. Wait a minute. Y'all want to guess first?
No, I'll wait till you're
Okay. Available since the 1930s. This was invented by a candy store owner, and it was first distributed across America in the 40s.
Okay.
And in the 50s, this company merged with another company to be one of the most recognizable companies in the United States today.
cereal.
No.
Not cereal.
M&M's.
No.
All right. Try again.
Not. I'm looking on Facebook. Zagnat.
Yeah.
Zagnat.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Not Zagnat.
Zagnat?
Bar.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had a
Not
Zagnat.
Hershey's.
All right. Good morning. You're not
Oh.
live. Okay.
And I
Good
will
morning.
tell you
You're
this,
live
it's
on
not
Power
sweet.
Trivia.
It's not sweet.
Taffy.
Not taffy.
Not taffy.
Good answer.
Oatmeal.
Not
I don't
oatmeal.
know.
The hamburger.
Okay. No.
No.
Okay, here's my last clues because it's getting time, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. This is salty, and it's made from corn.
Salty and it's
Okay,
made
let's
from corn.
go to the phone
Is this something you can
lines.
still get nowadays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning. You're live on Power Trivia.
Isn't that like a Depression era
No.
food?
No.
Hello.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Not popcorn. Good answer, though. I love popcorn.
Cream of wheat. I don't know. That's wheat, not corn. Oh, geez. I don't know.
Is it the corn chip? The Frito.
That's it.
It's
Oh.
the Frito.
The Frito.
Ah, okay, all right.
Who we got on the line
Who
there?
we
There we
have?
go.
Jamie Scott.
Jamie Scott.
Jamie Scott.
All right.
Cool.
You
All right.
know the deal. You
You-
can come pick up the winnings after 7:10.
Do you like Fritos?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Oh,
they're nasty
great.
to me. I don't even
love
like the
Fritos.
smell. If someone opens them in a vehicle that I'm inside of, I'd almost jump out. I hate the smell.
You don't
of
like
them.
Fritos?
Not even. I like
all right.
Frito
Thanks,
chili
Jamie.
pie with no Frito in it.
I love Frito pie.
I do too with no Fritos.
What's so chilly?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Frito chili pie, man.
Those things. All right. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but they're nasty to me. Just
Well,
like corn nuts. They remind me of corn nuts.
You know, I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, but apparently dogs' feet, sometimes their paws smell like Fritos.
Ugh.
And I agree with it.
Yeah.
They do.
So when they make Fritos
That's
out
when
of
they're
dogs'
nasty.
feet? Yeah.
Yeah, they got a disease when that happens.
Yeah. Well.
And you've heard that before?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes my dog's feet smell like Fritos.
You think,
It's
did you give them my Fritos? No, your feet are dirty.
They're digging in my Dorito or Fritos. Yeah.
So
yeah,
Charles Elmer Doolin is the man who popularized corn chips. And he owned a candy store, but he needed something to supplement his income because he wasn't making enough money off candy. So he started basically making Fritos.
Okay.
And then he eventually got it where they were distributed across America. And in the 50s, guess who did he hook up with?
Lay's.
Herman Lay.
All right.
So now you have
That makes
Frito
sense.
Lay.
Why isn't this guy's name Charles Frito?
I don't know. It's not.
Our producer's saying wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I know. We got to wrap it up.
We got to get into the news.
That's
you
right.
guys.
Yeah, it's time.
Better.
All right. It is time for your 7 o'clock news, and we will see you on the other side.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Dirks. Local news this hour is presented by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. And by Sevier County Farm Bureau Insurance, providing competitive rates and prompt, friendly service to meet your auto, homeowners, life, and other insurance needs.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. First off, we want to remind commuters in Sevier County that the Middle Bridge on Chapel Hill Road, west of DeQueen, will be closed beginning at 8 this morning for a bridge replacement project. The bridge, an affected portion of Chapel Hill, will be closed until further notice. Commuters are advised to take a different route until the replacement project is complete. And in our next story, the listening area has another opportunity for some winter weather with a combination of low temperatures and high precipitation beginning this evening. Today's high is just 37, but the mercury is expected to dip to the freezing point this evening alongside a 70% chance of freezing rain. The chance for freezing rain will grow to 90% on Tuesday with continued strong chances for freezing rain through Tuesday night and into Wednesday. Highs are expected to hardly rise above freezing the next several days before warming up beginning on Thursday. Most of the precipitation today and through Wednesday night is expected to fall as rain, but that could very well turn to freezing rain given lows in the low 30s. Little to no ice accumulation is expected in DeQueen and the surrounding area. North of DeQueen, however, that precipitation could very well turn to snow chances, especially in the northern edge of the county and into Polk County. Currently, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for the area beginning at 6 this evening. Affected areas include Sevier, Howard, Little River, Hempstead, and parts of northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma. The advisory will remain into effect through 6 Wednesday morning. The advisory also states that commuters can expect freezing rain during the evening and overnight hours. Total ice accumulation is expected to be less than 1/4 inch. The advisory adds that difficult travel conditions are possible and could impact morning and evening commutes. Drivers are advised to slow down and use caution while traveling during these times. And in some statewide news, on the third week of the 2023 regular session, the Arkansas House of Representatives passed legislation that could impact everything from car tags to the start of the new school year. Legislation passed last week includes House Bill 1150, which would extend the time period Arkansans have to register a vehicle. This bill would give Arkansans 60 days from the purchase date of the car or if they've moved to Arkansas from out of state. Currently, Arkansans have 30 days to register. The House also passed House Bill 1125, which prohibits Level 3 and Level 4 sex offenders from owning or operating a drone. In addition, the House passed House Bill 1091. This bill states that for purposes of employment in Arkansas, a GED shall be treated the same as a high school diploma. Other bills making their way to the Senate now include House Bill 1123. This bill would allow an individual who voluntarily seeks mental health treatment in a mental health institution or facility to petition the court for a license to carry a concealed handgun 2 years after treatment. House Bill 1098 would allow volunteer fire departments to operate a newborn safety device under the Safe Haven Act if they are staffed 24 hours a day. The Safe Haven Act allows a parent to anonymously relinquish custody of an infant. House Bill 1098 would also allow a parent to leave a newborn child with a medical provider staff member after delivery of the newborn. The House then passed House Bill 1101, which amends the law concerning the issuance of a special license plate for disabled veterans. It changes the qualifications for a special license plate to a veteran who is at least 10% disabled. Currently, a veteran must be 30% disabled to qualify. And the House passed House Bill 1122, which amends the law concerning dates for the beginning of the school year. It states the first day of the school year for public elementary and secondary schools shall be on or after the Monday of the week in which August 19th falls, not earlier than August 14th and not later than August 26th. The House will enter the fourth week of the session today. You can watch all House proceedings online at arkansashouse.org. We'll be back with more news following this break and these words from our sponsors.
Local farmers support our community, which is why Farm Bureau Insurance supports farmers with Ag Promise, a truly comprehensive policy that protects everything farmers rely on. It's affordable and backed by fast, friendly service. We promise.
In Sevier County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 584-3911 and ask Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy James, or Michael Collins about protecting your agribusiness.
If you're hearing this, you're behind the wheel, thinking you need something new. Teeter Motors will make a deal and they take your trade in too.
Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Normally this would be Shannon telling you about a huge sale, or no payments for 30 days, or a cashback incentive. But Shannon is so busy putting folks behind the wheel of their dream car that he doesn't even have the time to record his own commercial. If he was here, he would make sure you knew Teeter Motor Company in Mena has the largest selection of program cars, the best customer service, and the most financing options in the area. So stop by and see Shannon and let Teeter Motor Company of Mena make you a deal.
And we are back with KDQN News. In some local sports news, Legacy Academy honored its 2 senior basketball players Friday night in Locksburg and picked up 3 wins for a clean sweep over the Odin Timberwolves. Legacy defeated Odin in senior boy, senior girl, and junior boy play on Thursday night, January 27th. Between the junior boys game and the beginning of the senior girls game, the team's coaches and fans took time to honor Warrior Ethan Gallagher and Lady Warrior Dory Bartek. Both seniors serve as captains of their respective teams and each are pioneering members of Legacy Academy's basketball program. Legacy began its sports program with junior boys action in the 2017 through 2018 season. Gallagher was a 7th grader at the time and played on the inaugural team. The school initiated its first girls team, the Junior Lady Warriors, in the 2018 through 2019 school year. Bartek was on that initial team. The school formed senior high teams in 2019 for the boys and 2020 for the girls. Bartek and Gallagher were both praised by their teammates, teachers, and coaches for not only their work on the court, but for their academics and leadership among the student body. So far this season, Bartek has scored 357 points, 109 rebounds, claimed 30 steals, and 30 assists. This puts her with 846 points in varsity girls basketball. Gallagher was recently recognized by Max Preps and the Arkansas High School Sports Network for his success in scoring. Thus far this season, he has scored 912 points, claimed 398 rebounds, led his team with 107 assists, and made 34 blocks. This gives the senior warrior 2,676 career points, 1,122 rebounds, 183 steals, 316 assists, and 85 blocks. Both seniors still have a final home game versus Blevins on February 7th and tournament play to follow. And in our next story, the DeQueen senior team split with Malvern Friday night at the Coliseum in action heard live here on your number one country, 92.1. The Lady Leopards rolled to a 51-23 victory, while the DeQueen boys fell to Malvern 66-47. The Lady Leopards improved to 5-3 in the conference standings and 14-6 overall with the 51-23 win over Malvern. The Lady Leopards raced to a 34-8 halftime lead and never looked back. Dayton Newberry poured in 15. Our McDonald's player of the night, Laurel Morphew, stuffed the stat sheet with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. The DeQueen girls moved into a tie for 3rd place in the league standings with a huge game coming up this Tuesday night in Arkadelphia. The top 4 teams in the conference standings will advance to the regional tournament in Warren next month. A depleted DeQueen boys team could not hang with Malvern as the visitors cruised to the 66-47 victory. Manny Hernandez led DeQueen with 16 points. Sophomore Sam Graham finished with 11 points and 9 rebounds. The Leopards fell to 5-14 on the season. And looking a little further south, the Ashdown senior teams hosted the Hope Bobcats in exciting 7-4A basketball action Friday night at Helen Parker Gymnasium. The Pantherettes went into the game without their two leading scorers, Zamaria Roan and Lakendra Williams, so Coach Jerica Hubbard was searching for some new offensive options. The Pantherettes hung close for a while, but eventually the Hope Lady Bobcats pulled away for a 36-23 victory. Kaylee Parker led Ashdown with 10 points. In boys action, Ashdown came out strong and defeated the visiting Bobcats by a score of 66-61. Caden Winfrey had an amazing game and led the Panthers with 34 points. The victory keeps the Panthers tied for second place in the conference. The next radio game will be Friday against Magnolia, which can be heard on 102.1 The Good Path, beginning with the pregame show at 5:30. That's it for this edition of the news, but check out more local news, sports, upcoming events, and as always, much, much more online at kdqn.net. You can also find us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Sevier County Farm Bureau Insurance. See Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy Janes, or Michael Collins today for all your insurance needs. And by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
That's right. We're back with the Morning Brew. Happy Monday to everybody out there. Happy Monday to you, Greg.
Happy Monday.
It is a Monday.
Great Monday. Little misty outside.
Yes.
Right
A little rainy,
Yeah.
too. We'll be getting into the weather here shortly. If you guys are listening, don't forget we are doing football squares today. So keep your eyes, your nose, and your ears tuned in.
Yeah, because we could do it at any time.
We could. It's whenever we decide.
As soon as we figure out how to do the sounder, we'll do it.
Yes.
We got to figure that out.
We're just walking around blindly
yeah,
now.
It's like, where's Tyler?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to get into common groceries that people can barely afford now, because honestly, I found myself shopping and getting a little upset over the price of some things.
Yeah, I was looking at this. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Like even the price of coffee, I noticed. I buy one of the big packs that's usually like $9, and it lasts me a week, and now it's almost $13. It changed within a week.
I don't know. It's when you look at this article that we were looking at here, it's cheese has went up so much.
Yep, I saw that.
It talks about cheese, and it tells you what to do. So instead of buying shredded cheese or name cheese, you can buy this generic cheese.
Right.
And block cheese and grate it yourself and save a lot of money.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I would have thought the block cheese was even more expensive for some reason, but
I don't know why I guess because they shred it for you. I don't know. But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, and a little pro tip for you, the blocks of cheese are actually better if you're trying to make like melty soups or dips, because the pre-shredded cheese is coated in some type of starch. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it keeps it from melting in the bag.
Right.
So if you get the blocks of cheese, those are much better for putting into soups and such.
There is a serious premium on pre-shredded cheese. Every time I see the price difference between a block of cheese and a bag of shredded cheese, I want to get into the shredded cheese game.
Yeah.
There's money to be made there, I think.
Okay, so there is a price difference. I haven't I haven't checked. So
what you think, Greg? Next time you get a block of cheese, bring it to me. I'll shred it for you for a small fee.
Okay.
All right. Same to anybody.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. This next one's really great. Instead of buying butter, which has gone up in price, now it is at Walmart, it's $5 a pound.
Yeah,
which is 4 sticks.
It's like playing whack-a-mole with inflation right now. As soon as you get the price back to something, down to something normal, something else pops up. Now butter and eggs. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. So instead of using butter, they suggest using olive oil, which is great. I always have olive oil in the house.
Yeah, olive oil costs a fortune.
There's some places you can go and get it for a decent price.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do like the combination of olive oil and butter together, though.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and another thing you can do is when you see butter on sale, who would ever thought that butter would be on sale.
Yeah.
But now butter's going to be on sale. Butter's on sale. You buy a bunch of it and freeze it.
Yeah, hey, that's a great
okay.
idea.
Yeah.
If you want to get crafty, again, you can make it yourself. I've talked about it many times. All you need is heavy whipping cream,
Yeah.
a little bit of salt.
Or the next one, you can use half and half.
Yes, half and a half. Yeah, heavy cream is really expensive right now. I
Yeah.
noticed that yesterday. The price of creamers have gone up too,
Yep.
which is really disappointing.
Yeah, so if you're going to drink coffee, you can't put sugar in it or creamer or anything. You just got to drink it black. Yeah, because you can't afford
Yeah.
You can't afford
That's
the
right.
coffee and the creamer.
Yep.
It's better
the
for
coffee.
you anyway. You want coffee, have coffee. I want milk and sugar with a little splash of black in it.
Yes. Maybe. I
Yeah.
saw there's a creamer in the same brand that I get all my other ones. It's berry cobbler creamer for your coffee. I thought that sounded kind of gross.
I don't know. I like blueberry cobbler.
Would you want your coffee tasting like it? Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe.
No, I like the coffee to taste like coffee. So.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? This is suggestions to save you a little money at the grocery
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, what
It's
about-
interesting?
Yeah.
Have you bought any lunch meat?
Yeah. That's
Unbelievably
true. Absolutely.
Same thing with cheese, though. If you got the time, you can make your own lunch meat.
Yeah.
You just slice up a ham.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we used to do before they, back in the old
That's
days.
what I did. There was one place that I go had a big old hams on sale. So I just bought one of those. It was like $8.
Yeah.
And I had ham sandwiches every day for like 2 weeks.
That's smart.
Until Caitlin told me that you need to stop eating on that thing.
You would probably freeze it though, right?
Because it was green, right?
It was a little green. Yeah. Well, you just take the slimy parts off.
Yeah, just cut that off.
This on the list is something that I do because the price of fresh fruit to me has always been expensive. So I definitely buy frozen. That's what the article is suggesting.
So it comes down to some apples and oranges or cheese puffs. I always go for the cheese puffs.
Yeah.
They're much cheaper.
Yes.
And the same nutrition pretty much. And
Yeah. What else is on this list? Anything else you saw, Greg? That you
Well, I
wanted to
think
talk
one of the
about?
things I want to talk to you about to you because
Yeah.
I mean you're the one that's going to do this in here more so than Patrick and I think. So would you ever consider, due to the cost of something, like let's just say you wanted some heavy whipping cream, and due to the cost of that, and you only needed half of it, would you split that with somebody?
Yeah, I think so.
oh, you mean like communal grocery?
Yeah,
Communal?
yeah, or
Yeah.
like let's say you wanted salt, and okay,
You get that big old Morton's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
artillery shell full of salt.
yeah.
And you don't need all that. That's like a lifetime supply of salt. Buy it and split it with your neighbor or friend
Yeah,
or something.
That's a really great idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, because there's advantage in buying in bulk too. Actually, I remember a few years back. There's a financial podcast I listened to, and they said one of the greatest returns of investment you can make is buying in bulk if you have the space to save the stuff. They did a study over a 5-year period, and they came out with a story at the end of the 5-year period, and they had a bunch of groups, given a certain amount of money. You can either invest in the stock market, just whatever you can do to make the greatest return of your initial investment. I think it was $1,000 or something, and there was one person who chose the buying in bulk, like get 10 years worth of toothpaste, because you can guarantee toothpaste is a lot cheaper now than it's going to be in 10 years.
Right.
But again, the critical thing is if you have the room to save it, to store all this stuff, you really can save a lot of money by buying in bulk. So,
Do you buy in bulk?
I don't. I definitely don't.
Jen?
No, I've tried, and first of all, it is hard to find space for all that stuff, right? Especially refrigerated and frozen goods. I liked it when I did it, but it was just impossible.
Anytime I've done it, and I'm not talking about toilet paper. Obviously, if you got a place for toilet paper, it'll be there.
Exactly.
But like if if we buy a ham at our house and cook the whole ham, it's cheaper than buying a pound of lunch meat.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we're going to throw out most of it anyway because it's going to ruin.
Yeah, before you can finish it.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
so
holler at your friends and family, and
yeah,
and do it together,
that's why
right?
you want to do the sharing thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really good idea.
Really is. It'd make more sense. You just got to get people's schedules and tastes kind of in line.
Yeah.
A lot of planets got to be lined
Just
up.
walk up to somebody at Walmart and go, hey, would you like to share this? Would you like to share this pound of sugar?
I'm going to need $1.25. That should be half of it, please.
I don't know you, but can I come to your house and get half of the food that you're buying, and I'll give you the half that I'm buying? And
Yeah.
maybe we can be friends, too. Maybe we can watch movies in our pajamas together.
Yeah.
And share our food.
You scratch my
Why
back, I
not?
scratch
I'm not
yours,
sharing my
literally.
popcorn, though.
No. No, definitely not. Those are individual bags.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I'm just kidding.
I made one the other night, and of course I asked Caitlin, you want me to make you up one? No, I'm fine. As soon as I sit down, she goes to reach for mine. No. You had your chance.
Yeah.
I was going to make you one. You didn't want it. You don't get none of mine. This is for me. All right, this bag right here.
Been running into the same issue every night with my husband. Like, if you put popcorn in front of him, he has no meter of hunger or anything. He will just eat the whole thing. And by the time I'm like going to grab some, there's a few kernels left for me, and they're always the one that are like half popped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, popcorn's just air mostly. It's 90% air.
Yeah.
So you eat that whole bag, it's really nothing.
It is.
So you know what I do with popcorn, right? Like if you go to the movies and buy one of those, I always get the big tub.
Yeah.
Grill a steak. And
Yeah,
put it
the
on
one
top
that
of
you can
popcorn.
refill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way I work it is I go in early usually. I buy the popcorn. I go and sit down. I try to eat that all before the show starts, so I can
Right.
go refill it and get another one for the show.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
and my
a great
wife's
idea.
looking at me like, because I'm using both hands.
Oh, love that.
Why
But I
did I
love
say
it.
yes?
What do you guys think about doing some weather?
We better. Thank you.
All right. 7:00 weather is brought to you by First State Bank.
First State Bank has been serving our area's farmers for almost 50 years. Poultry loans are just one of the many types of agricultural loans that we offer. We understand the agricultural business because we're local, just like you. Stop by any of our branches and speak with a loan officer to see how we can help you meet your agricultural needs. We also offer livestock, farm equipment, farm service agency, guaranteed, and participation loans. Now that's just one of the many benefits you get when you bank with a local community bank. First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bailouts, $1 billion bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Number one country
Weather on your number one country.
Yeah.
Today, a high of 37, 30% chance of rain. That will bump up to a 70% chance this evening, and then kind of lower back down to a 30% chance of freezing rain before midnight tonight. But that is going to turn back into a higher chance for freezing rain tomorrow. 80% chance of that tomorrow. 90% chance later on in the day. Up to 70% chance Wednesday night. Back to 80% chance of freezing rain on Wednesday. So a lot of freezing rain potentially over the next couple of days. Tomorrow's high 33. Tomorrow's low 32. A 1 degree difference, hovering right around the freezing point. So, y'all, it's going to be wet, it's going to be cold, and it's potentially going to be wet and freezing cold.
Yeah, so be careful.
Definitely be careful. National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory. That's not like a warning or a watch or anything. It's just an advisory saying, hey, winter precipitation, the potential's there. Of course, with those lows hovering right at or just above the freezing point, I doubt we're going to see much accumulation of anything. But, we've got parts of the county, and then we've got we've got Polk County just to the north of us. Some of those places obviously probably going to get it a little worse than what we do in DeQueen and the surrounding area. But
right
now, that winter weather advisory is just trying to inform folks in Northeast Texas, Southwest Oklahoma, Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest Arkansas that we do have a chance for some freezing rains and potentially hazardous road conditions. Not heard of any closings or cancellations just yet, but we'll definitely be keeping up to date on that and letting you know. So again, just expect it to be wet and cold the next couple of days.
And if you're traveling, might be a good idea to make sure that you got some emergency stuff packed away in your car. Blankets, extra pair of socks, who knows?
You should always have that.
Yeah, you should.
Flare gun?
Yes.
Definitely a flare gun.
Definitely a flare gun.
Yeah.
Can of soup, maybe.
Can of soup, yeah.
Just a can of pinto beans.
Yeah, just and a way to unfreeze it just in case. So, but that is your weather, brought to you by First State Bank.
Thank
we'll
you
be
for
back.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna obviously keeping an eye on that weather.
And it's really cold now.
It is. Yeah. What?
Like
what
35.
Sorry, yeah, it's 35.4 degrees outside your number one country station.
My
And you
website tells
guys-
me 39, but
wow.
we'll argue about it later.
We have a caller on the phone. If you heard that, we did play the football squares caller.
Yep.
So let's go to the line. Good morning. You're live on the Morning Brew. Who do we have?
Maricela Cervantes.
Maricela Cervantes, gas or food?
You got to find that.
Drugstore.
Oh,
I've been waiting that every time I ask, somebody's going to come in and smack me for it. And finally it happened.
Greg, I'm going to let you pick this one if you'd like.
Okay, let's go with 3E.
3E.
Yes.
Drew Bledsoe.
You got it.
Hey.
All right.
So we marked Drew Bledsoe out. We put Maricela Cervantes in there. And you are eligible for a $500 cash prize on February 12th.
The day after the Super Bowl, right?
Awesome.
Well, that'd be February 13th, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You
All
have
right,
a great
good luck.
day. All
Awesome.
right.
Picked her squares sheets up at Harris Drug and Gifts,
Nice.
which of course has a temporary relocation right now. Former Sears buildings where they're going to be until they can get some renovation work done on their place. But
there.
Yep,
Yep,
right over
just
there.
right there.
But you can still you can pick your football square sheet up just about anywhere in the listening area. So if you haven't got one yet, make sure you do and call in for a chance to get on there. $500 cash prize, pretty nice. It is cash, right? And a $500 voucher for corn chips or something.
I guess if Greg was in charge of that, then yeah, it probably would.
Hey, that wouldn't bother me at all. I love them.
No.
I love Fritos.
Me too.
Well, $500, I'd get you like a couple of bags right now.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, the chili cheese Fritos are the best.
Oh, they're
I
great.
love those.
I love those too.
Well, we should probably take a break though
Yes.
and come back with a local lowdown for y'all.
That sounds great to me.
All right,
Let's
cool.
do it.
Simply by adding some of the most essential oils to your medicine cabinet, you can help alleviate a variety of ailments. Harris Drug in DeQueen carries a large variety of 100% essential oils, over 30 oils to choose from, along with essential oil necklaces, bracelets, and car vent clips. Discover the natural benefits of essential oils at Harris Drug in downtown DeQueen.
Eric Thad Bishop, attorney at law, has moved locations to 317 Northwest Front Street in Ashdown. Attorney Thad Bishop has been practicing in Ashdown, Arkansas for over 3 decades. Need real estate or family attorney? Give Thad a call. He can help you get where you need to be. Same friendly service, just new location. Call Sarah at 870-898-5058 or go on our web for your consultation.
Your local Sevier County Farmers Co-op is up and running at their brand new location. 801 West Colonray Drive in DeQueen is where you'll find the same great service, quality feeds, and farm supplies, but now with an expanded pet supply and backyard poultry selection. Stop by and see what's new at your local Sevier County Farmers Co-op on Colonray Drive next to TJ's in DeQueen. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 1. Follow Sevier County Farmers Cooperative on Facebook for product info, farm news, and events.
Conquest Industrials is a proud supporter of their hometown of Horatio. Conquest Industrials is a local company of general contractors providing a wide variety of services including but not limited to plant maintenance support, equipment installation, and metal fabrication. They have a reputation for efficient and friendly service in Arkansas and many other states in the U.S. If you're interested in services or would like to apply, call for more info at 870-832-9044.
This Valentine's Day, Tres Agaves Mexican Restaurant in DeQueen presents the Corazon Special, featuring a romantic dinner for two, including juicy marinated skirt steak on a bed of squash and zucchini, topped with cheese and served with our house rice and beans, pico de gallo, and your choice of tortillas. Enjoy this entree paired with a cheesecake chimichanga only for $39.99. They'll also be serving up a brand new boozy treat, the Sweetheart Margarita, a strawberry margarita swirled with strawberry chamoy, whipped cream, and sprinkles. Get it February 10th, 11th, and 14th only at Tres Agaves in DeQueen.
And we're back.
All right, it's time for the Local Lowdown, and the Local Lowdown is brought to you by Southwest Arkansas Accounting Services, formerly Rebels and Company CPAs. Same great service, same great people. Bilingual services always available. They're located at 990 Highway 70 East in DeQueen. Also brought to you by DeQueen Motorsports. ATVs, mowers, trimmers, parts, service, accessories, and anything else you want, Freddie's got it. And the second one, the last one is Redstone Heat and Air, serving Sevier County and the surrounding area with quality duct cleaning, equipment replacement, and HVAC services.
Sweet.
So, what you got for us today,
Excellent.
Patrick?
Yeah, thank you for our wonderful sponsors there. So I just want to announce something so folks can go ahead and put it on their calendar for this weekend. This Saturday, which will be February 4th, the Horatio First Assembly of God Church, their men's ministry called the Kingdom Warriors, are going to present a fish fry fundraiser. They're going to start at 11, continue to about 2 Saturday afternoon or until the fish runs out, which I hope it does for a couple reasons. Now, they have about 4,000 pounds of fish. Of catfish, from what I understand. It's thanks to one of their very awesome commercial angler congregation members. He caught obviously a boatload of fish.
That's a big boat.
That's a big boat, absolutely. But what's really exciting about this and why I hope they sell out is because they're raising money for their Helping Hands ministry. A lot of folks may be familiar with this. Of course, we've had it in the news here a little bit lately about this fundraiser and everything that they do. But for years now, they've been trying to help folks who need a little help with home repairs. You know, sometimes it might just be rebuilding the stairs that lead up to their porch or installing a little window AC unit, a little roof repair, a little floor repair, stuff like that. Pretty minor stuff. But again, the kind of things that some people may just not have the money to take care of themselves, or as Pastor John Gutierrez was telling us, sometimes you holler at a contractor and the job's just too small for them to get it in on their radar to come, when there's big, obviously new houses being built, all kinds of big projects going around the area. So in these things, sometimes you have a small problem, it can quickly turn into a very big, expensive problem. So the Helping Hands Ministry is trying to raise a little funds for materials and a little bit of contract help to go around and renew this program. It was kind of put on hold during COVID, like with so many other things, but they're trying to revamp this, get this Helping Hands Ministry going again. You do not have to be a member of the church to come by. You don't have to be a member of the church to be helped out by them. And perhaps most importantly right now, you don't have to be a member of the church if you want to do some helping out yourself. You got a little general know-how. I signed up for their list of folks. I do a lot of my own work at the house, and it may be a great opportunity to go be able to help some other people out. So if you're somebody that's, you got some tools, or you're pretty, you're a little bit of a handyman, give them a shout and get on the list. And who knows, maybe be able to help somebody that really needs some help with some minor home repairs. So again, they're going to do a big fish fry fundraiser this Saturday, 11 till 2, or until the fish runs out. I'm going to just read off a couple phone numbers here. Of course, you can find Horatio First Assembly of God on Facebook if you want to keep up to date with what they're doing. But if you need a little information on the fundraiser this weekend, or if you want to set up a delivery, because if you get 5 or more plates, they'll deliver anywhere in Sevier County. So you can call 870-832-5471. That'll get you to the church. Then you can also call 584-8051 or Pastor John Gutierrez at 903-563-4236. Again, that's 832-5471. 584-8051 or 903-563-4236. Again, you can find Horatio First Assembly on Facebook. Hopefully everybody will have a chance to come out there 11 to 2 this Saturday, get you a plate of fish and help a really good cause.
Yeah, big fish fry, a lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
Need a lot of support there, and they're doing something really good with it by helping people in need. And there are a lot of people in need.
There are.
That need a little bit of help with their house, just to fix up, like you said, a little roof repair, maybe fix a step or something, and those guys, I know people they have helped, and the people that help, great guys, great people, not just guys, but
Sure.
great people, and also I know the people that they help really appreciate it and needed it.
Yeah, awesome. So come on out, get you a good fish plate with all the fixins. See if you can lend a hand. Awesome. If you know somebody who could use a hand, definitely let this great group of folks know all about it. So
Yeah.
and we'll share the details on that again as the week draws to a close. But definitely get that on your calendar for Saturday.
All right, so that's your local lowdown.
That
That's
is.
brought to you by Redstone Heat and Air. Give them a try, and you'll see why Redstone Heat and Air is the right choice for heating and air services in Sevier County. And our Southwest Arkansas Accounting Services, Sandra and Fernando, offer personalized service to everyone, whether you're a business in need of accounting services like payroll, sales tax, and licensure, or individuals needing tax preparations for income taxes and more, or DeQueen Motorsports. ATVs, mowers, trimmers, parts, service, and accessories. Stop by and see the new arrivals at DeQueen Motorsports. And do they have them? You've been by there.
Oh, yeah,
they're
they
just
do.
loaded up.
Absolutely.
They are loaded up.
Ready for the season.
That's right. So we appreciate all those sponsors of the local lowdown. And Jen,
Yeah.
it's you.
All right. Well, okay. I was just thinking pertaining to that. I mean, I've never thought that there's people out there that actually need financial help with their homes. You
Sure.
assume that there's people out there who need help with food, lunches, stuff like that. But
I heard of a program that somebody developed, I believe out of Houston now, that's really gaining a lot of attention. This is a guy who worked at a service department, a dealership with a service department, and he realized having a lot of customers coming in that couldn't afford even minor repairs to their vehicle. So he's launched a new nonprofit charity kind of thing in Texas to hook people up with mechanics who are willing to do the work for free, and then they also got a little pool of money to help with like parts and stuff like that. Because you think, let's say take a job like your alternator goes out. Most vehicles, that's not a real big job, but it is something. Obviously, your alternator goes out, your vehicle's not taking you to work that day,
right?
So little things like that. Need a tire or something like that. This organizations come through. So I love these kind of things because there's those. People sometimes all they need is just a little. Maybe they don't need money or a little this or a little that. They just need something like with your home. Obviously, you want to try to keep it in good shape. If you own it, that's kind of an investment for you, right? And a vehicle obviously is big. If your vehicle breaks down, and you can't get to work. What if you lose your job? Then you're not making any money. Yeah, you try to avoid those kind of situations.
Definitely.
So, shout out to that organization. That'd be nice to see kind of spread to to here, other Oklahoma, all across the region. So.
Just goes to show that there's help out there. Sometimes you got to look for it, but yeah, there's help. I like that.
And I think that's the thing about it. I think a lot of times people don't want to ask for help.
Yes.
And we all need help from time to time. And if you can ask somebody that's willing to give you that help, and there are people willing, just it just makes it a lot easier.
Right. Yeah. The one thing I like too is if you're having like dental issues, a lot of times you can find dental schools that will do stuff for you for free. You're going to have students working on you, but they have to learn.
Yeah.
And
they'll have a professor or whatever, like
of course, watching
thing.
over, supervising. But
no, this is the first time I've ever seen anyone else's mouth.
Yeah.
Now that I'm working on yours.
Yeah. I mean, just like going and fixing your car, going and fixing your teeth can be really expensive. And, most health care plans don't cover dental. So,
Hey, but boost your confidence and let you do better at your job and all that.
Yeah. Like I said, there's help out there. You just got to look for it.
Well, guys, we should probably get into the next big thing.
Birthday club.
Call in 642-2190, 642-3637, 898-3624. Call in all your birthdays, anniversaries, shout-outs, whatever you want to let the good folks in the listening area know. Give us a call and we'll talk about it.
Hop on Facebook Live. Give us some shout-outs. We'll read them on the air. We're going to take a quick little break, and then we're jumping into the birthday club, brought to you by Dr. Frank Teed.
There's change in the air. You can feel it. If you're sick of your boring hair and it's time for something new, you need to go and see Chastity Carver at Mirror Image in Locksburg. She can give you the look you want, the new styles and colors, which is Chastity's specialty. Everything to make your hair look its best. She will give you the look that is best suited for you. So for cuts for men and women and all the latest styles, go to Mirror Image in Locksburg at 105 East Walnut. Phone 870-289-5602. Chastity at Mirror Image.
If you're looking for a vehicle packed with technology, safety features, and versatility, visit Orr Hyundai in Texarkana and test drive the all-new 2023 Hyundai Santa Cruz, the first of its kind sport adventure vehicle combining the best parts of an SUV and a pickup truck with premium comfort, modern tech, open bed utility, and versatility. Drive your next adventure in an award-winning 2023 Hyundai Santa Cruz from Orr Hyundai, 2300 St. Michael Drive, Texarkana.
When you're looking to buy a new car, truck, or SUV, or just need a quality repair shop for your existing one, James Hodge Dodge will definitely fulfill your needs. They pride themselves on being one of the outstanding dealerships in McCurtain County and for the surrounding area. Their entire team is fully committed to delivering on the Hodge promise. Great deals for both new and pre-owned vehicles and top customer satisfaction. And remember, free oil changes for life with the Hodge Auto Group. James Hodge Dodge, South Park Drive in Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Where can you get the best breakfast, lunch, or dinner in McCurtain County? With tasty breakfast combination plates, delicious lunch and dinner combos, as well as a large variety of menu options. Oh, and don't forget about mouth-watering desserts. And a place where you can enjoy your meal with an adult beverage. It's Papa Poblano's, of course, at 304 North Park Drive in Broken Bow. Dine in or call in your order and take it to go. For a look at tasty breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, visit Papa Poblano's Broken Bow on Facebook.
You don't have to leave the area to get great eye care. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery performs no-stitch cataract surgery on an outpatient basis. Dr. Teed and his staff offer great follow-up service right here. Schedule an appointment in DeQueen today at 642-2525 or 1-800-264-EYES. That's 1-800-264-3937. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery.
It's a birthday club. Hooray. I got it.
All right, you got it.
Yeah,
Birthday
sorry.
club, but we'd take some anniversaries and other shout-outs.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything and everything. All right, I'm going to kick this one off. We have a big happy birthday to our wonderful son, Mike Boykin, who turns 53 today.
Hey.
Love Mom, Dad, Amber, Blake, Debbie, and Robbie, and Dan.
All right, happy birthday, Mike.
Awesome, Mike.
Take the day off.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just lay up.
He's probably at work already.
Yeah, he probably is.
You know who he shares a birthday with today?
Yeah.
Phil Collins.
That's right.
And Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR.
Yeah.
Not on our list of famous birthdays, not even in the top 50. Although FDR.
FDR.
Yeah, he is. He's number 18.
Is he? Did I miss him?
Yep.
Oh,
Right
yeah,
there.
he's
There.
number 18.
Yeah,
I
there we
was reading I was reading a Reddit thread last night. The question was, who was the last great president that you can remember who did a bunch of good things while in office? And it seemed the general consensus was FDR and TR, Mr. Teddy Roosevelt.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Eisenhower gets nothing.
There's some people that mentioned him. Obviously, it was more of a poll.
Nixon?
No, I don't think anybody mentioned Nixon.
Nixon wasn't that bad. Besides the whole Watergate thing, he was a pretty good president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides
that thing, he was just so good.
Charles Manson was a great guy, too. Besides that old Manson murder
really
thing.
big thing. Yeah.
No, Nixon was such a good president. He wanted to make sure that he had another 4 years in office to keep being really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta. Yeah, sometimes the end justifies the means. Okay.
Right.
Sometimes it doesn't.
But to think that Franklin Delano Roosevelt is more popular on this list than Phil Collins, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know who makes that list up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Andy Milonakis, 47. I don't know if you remember him.
I
He
don't.
was like way back in the day on MTV or something.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a kid, but he has some sort of like some sort of condition that makes, like, he's 47, but he looks like he's 12, you know?
Honestly, I thought he was the kid from, or the young man now from Hot Tub Time Machine, who's actually from Amity, Arkansas.
Yes.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's from Amity.
No way.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Hot Tub
Time Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that one?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah. Have you seen Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
I didn't see it either. I didn't see it either.
Hey, you missing out.
I know. I need to catch up on my movies.
Guys, I watched a really great movie this weekend called 8 Seconds. Have you heard of it? It's
Yes.
about the Oklahoma bull rider.
Mhm.
Oh, was that a great movie?
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He was like the world's best.
Oh, yeah.
Broke some records and such, and he unfortunately passed away, but he was a legend.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a great movie.
Yep. It is a good movie.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I watched one the other night that was not good called Hypothermia. I only watched it because it had Michael Rook, I believe is his name. He was Merle on The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember.
I do.
And he was in Cliffhanger alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's the other one?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that the guy that was handcuffed on top of the building?
Yes.
Merle?
Yeah. He had
yeah.
to, cut his hand off or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he's a bad guy, but he becomes a good guy later on again. It starred him. It was terrible. It was awful on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it was a freebie movie too, so there was commercials every 2 minutes. It was awful, but we ended up sitting through it.
Yeah.
Highly unrecommend that movie.
Okay. I'll still give it a
I
watch.
well, here's one that's coming up that you need to see, though. I saw the advertisement for it last night during the football game. It's called Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yes.
You got to see that one.
This is
It's crazy.
based on a true story, and the I don't know much about how the movie is going to be, but the true story is pretty wild. It's about I'll just say a DEA agent who is, I guess you could say, a double, or he betrays the DEA.
Yeah.
He gets a hold of a bunch of controlled substances, and he's going to try to sell them or whatever, but his plane crashes in the Kentucky woods, I think, somewhere in Appalachia.
Yeah.
And a bear gets into all the substance. And yeah.
That's insane.
I
That
won't
bear
spoil it
is.
from there.
I need to watch that.
Here's some birthdays from Tyson. Today's birthdays: Esther Moratoya Montana, Jorge Silva, Reina Ocampo, Avery Anthony, Rachel Hurd, and Edgar Hernandez. Happy birthday to all you fine folks at Tyson from the Brew Crew.
Happy birthday. We've got one on Facebook Live. Selena Ozura says, happy birthday to my dad, Martin Ozura.
Hey,
Happy birthday,
all right.
Martin. And good morning, Christy Katzer. Thank you for tuning in to us this morning.
Yeah, I'd say that bear ate about 75 pounds worth of it, or $2 million street value.
Oh. Do we know what happened to the bear after
It
all
died.
of that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the bear died.
Overdose, maybe?
And now you can see the bear at a mall in Kentucky.
Oh, it's stuffed.
It is stuffed.
He's still got the cocaine all over his nose.
Yeah.
like those guys that snort it, you know. They come out with the cocaine all over their nose.
That's great.
Yeah, it's at the Kentucky Fun Mall in Lexington, Kentucky. Let's just say the Pablo Escobar. The bear is not known to have killed anybody after all that. I'm sure it just had an overdose and died. But yes, the movie is about, I guess, a bear that does go around and kill a bunch of people.
Yeah. Oh, Olivia Coleman, 49.
Supposedly this guy, Andrew C. Thornton, he was a former American narcotics officer. He was trafficking cocaine from Colombia into the United States. He was dumping it out of his plane, and then he jumped out of the plane after it. He was doing it on purpose, and he jumped out, but his parachute didn't go off, so he did not make it.
Uh-oh. It's also Christian Bale's birthday.
Yeah.
According to Jen, the best Batman.
Just don't say that live. Caitlin could be listening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
It's, what was the one, the first guy?
Is it Michael Keaton?
Adam.
Oh, Adam West.
Adam West.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking, that's totally different Batman.
Yeah, that's back when Batman would dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the Batoozy.
Oh, goodness. All right, you guys. That about wraps up the birthday club.
All right.
But we always have tomorrow, so don't forget to call in. Oh, actually,
happy birthday, Robert Bailey.
Happy birthday,
happy
Robert
birthday,
Bailey.
Robert Bailey.
Sorry, I just have one more coming in from Jenny Apple. She says, happy birthday to my oldest niece, Sierra Timms. Happy birthday, Sierra.
Nice.
That birthday club is dedicated to you. And y'all, it is time for another break, so we will meet you on the other side. And we're back with the Brew Crew. I believe we have somebody on the line who may have heard the football sound caller. Who do we have?
This is DJ Pryor.
All right.
DJ Pryor, where'd you pick up your football square sheet?
TJ's gas station.
TJ's food or gas?
Gas.
Gas. Okay, well, to get the food next time, all right? It's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's
All right.
take a look here.
We're-
Greg, you got a square picked out for us?
I have a square.
All right, you ready?
Yes, would you tell 6B, square 6B, whose name is there?
Square 6B. That's Charles Haley.
Charles
Bingo.
Haley. So we're going to remove Charles Haley. We're going to write your name in, and you will be in line for $500 on Super Bowl Sunday.
Good deal.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for playing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
There we
cool.
go. Another one under the belt.
Easy to listen, fun to win.
Yes, as always.
You have what the sponsor sheets are in case
Oh, I
someone wants to
do,
do
yeah.
that. We might want to read those.
I'm going to leave that with you. So where
Okay.
can we pick up our play sheets?
And well, if you're in McCartan County, you can pick them up at Judy's Wholesale Furniture, Lovewell Farm Supplies, Hilltop Hardware and Lumber, and Papa Poblano's in Broken Bow. And in Little River County, Noah's Ark Preschool and Daycare, or Hyundai Texarkana, Classic Chevrolet, Green's Jewelry, and the Gator Stop. I believe that's in Foreman, right? It is.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're in Howard County, over in Dirks, you can get it at Kenya's Drive-In. Sevier County, Zuniga's Liquor, Twisted Tines Outfitters, Gentry Chevrolet, TJ's, Harris Drug, Pruitt's, Smartphone EMT, On Demand, Sevier County Co-op, Ricky's Body Shop, H&R Block, Locksburg Grocery, Prime Country Meats, Hot Tails Crawfish number 3, and Don's Easy Pay. All sponsors of the 2023 KDQN Football Squares contest. So
All
go
right.
by there, pick up a sheet. You still got plenty of time. We're about halfway through.
Yeah, I think. How many do we have left? Is it like 48 maybe?
I think
We've done
so.
2
Right.
today.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got plenty of time to get your names on the sheet.
Yep.
No
That's what I
excuses
say.
not to stop at one of these great spots.
No.
Pick up a
Absolutely.
sheet.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
So pick up a sheet, be caller number 10,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do whatever you want to do. You can call in anytime you want to, and we'll put your name in. You'll be eligible for the $500 prize.
Mm-hmm.
And also, all those sponsors they're in a contest too.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like one person might be winning that though. There's a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think I might have an idea.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, did you guys watch anything else over the weekend worth mentioning?
No, we were at the hunting cabin the rest of the weekend.
So no movie watching and popcorn and
no
doing
movie
each other's
watching.
nails.
No, can't say I did anything like that.
That's
they were
all
doing
right.
each other's nails.
I bet they were.
They weren't watching movies.
Yeah.
You see, he's got a little pink left on his.
I did watch the second episode of Last of Us. I've been sitting on that one for a while.
Yeah, the hit show, right?
Yes,
Everybody watching it?
I really do think that you'd like it. I think. Oh, man, it's so good. My husband said last night it's a good combination between Resident Evil and The Walking Dead, which I think is pretty accurate.
Oh,
the production value, too, is so great. I just love it. I want somebody to watch it so I can talk to them about it.
See, I've been thinking about it, but I want to wait till the last episode is out. Yeah, I hate this. Like, I don't.
You gonna binge it?
I'd rather do that, or at least have them at my disposal, as opposed to having to wait a week or something, and I forget about it.
Yeah.
It's 2023. You don't wait for shows anymore. You wait for the whole show to come out, and then you watch it.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching 1883.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Yellowstone prequel.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I really enjoy it.
Is that with Sam Elliott, that one?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
It's the prequel, right?
It's that's true.
Yeah, because there's like 1924. 1923 now.
Yeah, and this one has Faith Hill and
Tim McGraw
in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, has Yellowstone even wrapped up yet? It's still going, isn't it?
It's still going.
So they got three
three
different time periods of the same story
Yeah.
going?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So how do you watch it? I wonder.
They're
Yeah, should you watch 1883 first, then
well,
1923?
I've watched Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now I started watching 1883, and I'm going to watch it before I watch 1920.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, because I think that since this is my guess, since they did 1883 after Yellowstone started, it probably, while it leads up to it, it's what it's doing is it's getting you, Yellowstone is in Montana, and so these two things are getting how these people got to Montana.
I gotcha. Okay,
So,
like the original settlers.
Yeah, so what these people did, they started out in Fort Worth.
Okay.
And back in 1883, and they're traveling across the West,
playing the Oregon Trail, pretty much.
That's
then,
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and so got bit by a rattlesnake here.
Somebody got bit
there.
last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Without a hospital.
Yeah.
You know what they used, didn't you? Big knife.
Oh.
Cut a bleeding.
Yeah.
Bleeding.
Suck the poison out.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Don't do that.
Don't
in
do
real life.
that.
Yeah. It doesn't really work.
Yeah.
That stuff acts pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say about The Last of Us, one of the reasons why I like it a lot, having watched a lot of apocalyptic movies, this one gives me goosebumps because they have a lady come in who's supposed to be some sort of, in Indonesia, some expert on mycology and, spores and mushrooms, all that good stuff. And, they're showing her, we think we have this new contagion. We don't know what to do. And she's like, you're not coming back from this. The only thing you can do is bomb everything and
Just start fresh.
Just start fresh. It is so crazy. It's so good.
So does this thing like take over the whole world kind of thing? Ah.
Yeah. Because you think about spores, it makes a lot of sense because they're everywhere. They can get everywhere. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, if anybody's listening out there, please watch Last of Us. Please.
Well, I am familiar with the writer / creator, producer, Craig Mazin. He did Chernobyl, which was fantastic. I mean,
so good.
Chernobyl's good, but it's not anything I'd recommend if you just like, it's Sunday night. Let's just watch something fun, to end the weekend. Don't watch Chernobyl. It's a pretty depressing movie. Have you or a miniseries? Excuse me. Only 5 episodes or something. Everybody should watch it. It's really good. But,
so well done.
It's very well done. But I fell in love with that guy's work through that show, so I've been interested in checking out his The Last of Us. You seen Chernobyl?
I have not.
Ooh. It's good. Very good.
But I'm really one that likes.
Do you like a laugh or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's no laughing in Chernobyl.
I'm not into
It's not
that
a funny
deep
matter.
thought, serious stuff. I I have too much deep thinking I have to do anyway, just to get through the day. It takes all my mental capacities to do that. So I just want somebody to make me laugh.
That's all right.
Cocaine Bear. That's the movie.
That's what I can't wait to see that.
Greg.
I don't know about the movie, but I know the commercial was outstanding.
Yeah.
You got this bear running down rampant through with all this cocaine all over his nose.
And speaking of the way trailers are nowadays, I did catch some the other day when we were trying to watch this freemium movie, the hypothermia movie.
Mm-hmm.
The trailers are they're like 30 minutes long. It's pretty much the entire movie.
They show the entire movie
It's the entire
now.
movie. I felt like I literally watched several other movies within those commercial breaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now leave a little.
Or at least all the good parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see if it's like 4 people running from something. I'm going to tell you, this is the only one that's going to be
That's
left.
right.
I did watch a really great scary movie over the weekend, but I want to talk about it in the 8 o'clock hour because we're running a little bit behind. We should get into your news.
We should.
All right. So we will meet you guys on the other side.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana. Local news this hour is presented by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. And by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in DeQueen and Idabel, your Kubota dealer.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. First off, we want to remind commuters in Sevier County that the Middle Bridge on Chapel Hill Road, west of DeQueen, will be closed beginning at 8 this morning for a bridge replacement project. The bridge and affected portion of Chapel Hill will be closed until further notice. Commuters are advised to take a different route until the replacement project is complete. And in our next story, the listening area has another opportunity for some winter weather with a combination of low temperatures and high precipitation beginning this evening. Today's high is just 37, but the mercury is expected to dip to the freezing point this evening alongside a 70% chance of freezing rain. The chance for freezing rain will grow to 90% on Tuesday with continued strong chances for freezing rain through Tuesday night and into Wednesday. Highs are expected to hardly rise above freezing the next several days before warming up beginning on Thursday. Most of the precipitation today and through Wednesday night is expected to fall as rain, but that could very well turn to freezing rain given lows in the low 30s. Little to no ice accumulation is expected in DeQueen and the surrounding area. North of DeQueen, however, that precipitation could very well turn to snow chances, especially in the northern edge of the county and into Polk County. Currently, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for the area beginning at 6 this evening. Affected areas include Sevier, Howard, Little River, Hempstead, and parts of northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma. The advisory will remain into effect through 6 Wednesday morning. The advisory also states that commuters can expect freezing rain during the evening and overnight hours. Total ice accumulation is expected to be less than 1/4 inch. The advisory adds that difficult travel conditions are possible and could impact morning and evening commutes. Drivers are advised to slow down and use caution while traveling during these times. And in some statewide news, on the third week of the 2023 regular session, the Arkansas House of Representatives passed legislation that could impact everything from car tags to the start of the new school year. Legislation passed last week includes House Bill 1150, which would extend the time period Arkansans have to register a vehicle. This bill would give Arkansans 60 days from the purchase date of the car or if they've moved to Arkansas from out of state. Currently, Arkansans have 30 days to register. The House also passed House Bill 1125, which prohibits Level 3 and Level 4 sex offenders from owning or operating a drone. In addition, the House passed House Bill 1091. This bill states that for purposes of employment in Arkansas, a GED shall be treated the same as a high school diploma. Other bills making their way to the Senate now include House Bill 1123. This bill would allow an individual who voluntarily seeks mental health treatment in a mental health institution or facility to petition the court for a license to carry a concealed handgun 2 years after treatment. House Bill 1098 would allow volunteer fire departments to operate a newborn safety device under the Safe Haven Act if they are staffed 24 hours a day. The Safe Haven Act allows a parent to anonymously relinquish custody of an infant. House Bill 1098 would also allow a parent to leave a newborn child with a medical provider staff member after delivery of the newborn. The House then passed House Bill 1101, which amends the law concerning the issuance of a special license plate for disabled veterans. It changes the qualifications for a special license plate to a veteran who is at least 10% disabled. Currently, a veteran must be 30% disabled to qualify. And the House passed House Bill 1122, which amends the law concerning dates for the beginning of the school year. It states the first day of the school year for public elementary and secondary schools shall be on or after the Monday of the week in which August 19th falls, not earlier than August 14th and not later than August 26th. The House will enter the fourth week of the session today. You can watch all House proceedings online at arkansashouse.org. We'll be back with more news following this break and these words from our sponsors.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Kubota products provide the horsepower, versatility, and dependability to get the job done right. But that doesn't mean you can cut corners on your regular routine maintenance. Keep your equipment running smoothly by bringing your Kubota mower, subcompact tractor, or Hay Series tractors into Mow Your Equipment sales and rentals for a tune-up or oil change today. Call one of our experts for any questions about your Kubota products, or stop by Mow Your Equipment sales and rentals in Idabel or DeQueen to keep your Kubota running strong.
And we are back with KDQN News. In some local sports news, Legacy Academy honored its 2 senior basketball players Friday night in Locksburg and picked up 3 wins for a clean sweep over the Odin Timberwolves. Legacy defeated Odin in senior boy, senior girl, and junior boy play on Thursday night, January 27th. Between the junior boys game and the beginning of the senior girls game, the team's coaches and fans took time to honor Warrior Ethan Gallagher and Lady Warrior Dory Bartek. Both seniors serve as captains of their respective teams and each are pioneering members of Legacy Academy's basketball program. Legacy began its sports program with junior boys action in the 2017 through 2018 season. Gallagher was a 7th grader at the time and played on the inaugural team. The school initiated its first girls team, the Junior Lady Warriors, in the 2018 through 2019 school year. Bartek was on that initial team. The school formed senior high teams in 2019 for the boys and 2020 for the girls. Bartek and Gallagher were both praised by their teammates, teachers, and coaches for not only their work on the court, but for their academics and leadership among the student body. So far this season, Bartek has scored 357 points, 109 rebounds, claimed 30 steals, and 30 assists. This puts her with 846 points in varsity girls basketball. Gallagher was recently recognized by Max Preps and the Arkansas High School Sports Network for his success in scoring. Thus far this season, he has scored 912 points, claimed 398 rebounds, led his team with 107 assists, and made 34 blocks. This gives the senior Warrior 2,676 career points, 1,122 rebounds, 183 steals, 316 assists, and 85 blocks. Both seniors still have a final home game versus Blevins on February 7th and tournament play to follow. And in our next story, the DeQueen senior team split with Malvern Friday night at the Coliseum in action, heard live here on your number one country, 92.1. The Lady Leopards rolled to a 51-23 victory, while the DeQueen boys fell to Malvern 66-47. The Lady Leopards improved to 5-3 in the conference standings and 14-6 overall with the 51-23 win over Malvern. The Lady Leopards raced to a 34-8 halftime lead and never looked back. Dayton Newberry poured in 15. Our McDonald's player of the night, Laurel Morphew, stuffed the stat sheet with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. The DeQueen girls moved into a tie for 3rd place in the league standings with a huge game coming up this Tuesday night in Arkadelphia. The top 4 teams in the conference standings will advance to the regional tournament in Warren next month. A depleted DeQueen boys team could not hang with Malvern as the visitors cruised to the 66-47 victory. Manny Hernandez led DeQueen with 16 points. Sophomore Sam Graham finished with 11 points and 9 rebounds. The Leopards fell to 5-14 on the season. And looking a little further south, the Ashdown senior teams hosted the Hope Bobcats in exciting 7-4A basketball action Friday night at Helen Parker Gymnasium. The Pantherettes went into the game without their 2 leading scorers, Zamaria Roan and LaKendra Williams, so Coach Jerica Hubbard was searching for some new offensive options. The Pantherettes hung close for a while, but eventually the Hope Lady Bobcats pulled away for a 36-23 victory. Kaylee Parker led Ashdown with 10 points. In boys action, Ashdown came out strong and defeated the visiting Bobcats by a score of 66-61. Caden Winfrey had an amazing game and led the Panthers with 34 points. The victory keeps the Panthers tied for second place in the conference. The next radio game will be Friday against Magnolia, which can be heard on 102.1 The Good Path, beginning with the pregame show at 5:30. That's it for this edition of the news, but check out more local news, sports, upcoming events, and as always, much, much more online at kdqn.net. You can also find us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in DeQueen and Idabel, your Kubota dealer. And by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
That's right. We are back with the Morning Brew. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Hey, some big news for some car owners. Kia and Hyundai have announced that, or excuse me, some two major automotive insurers, and so far I do not have the actual names of these companies, but they announced that they are no longer going to provide insurance for certain types of Kia and Hyundai models because they're so easy to break into and steal.
Right. Yeah, people are doing just USB things, right? Or ports or something like that.
Yeah, something that you have cell phones to unlock vehicles. During the pandemic, like there's a huge increase in car thefts across the country, seeing like mostly up north, but even like Orlando says it's seen a 17% increase this year already. Minneapolis, 33%. Milwaukee, 58% increase this year already over the amount of cars stolen last year. It turns out that some of these Hyundais and Kias are just incredibly easy to steal, I guess, just using like your phone and like you said, maybe a USB stick.
Yeah.
And I remember reading a story from, it was like the 2018 or 2019 DEF CON. This is a convention that the FBI and the NSA put on every year. They invite hackers to this thing, and they're like, hey, you know, it doesn't matter if we've got a warrant for your arrest for whatever hacking or cyber stuff you do. Come on down to this thing. There's total immunity. We just want to see what you're capable of, so we can encourage our industries to design systems to defeat that.
Right.
It's only fair, right? So at this particular one, they had a group come down and show how so many vehicles. Pretty much every vehicle now has its own cell phone number, and this group came down and said how they designed an app where they can just go up to your phone and detect your car's number, and they can use that number to unlock your doors. They can start your vehicle. They can hit the accelerator. They can hit the brake pedal. The only thing they literally can't do is turn the steering wheel. But I guess with the self-driving technology, that's probably possible too now, because that's all just computer-based.
Right.
So I found that pretty interesting. You know, this is pretty much they could use a phone to do almost anything with your car. And now you've got a couple of insurance companies that are like, guys, until you figure out how to make these things a little less stealable, we're not, our insurance isn't even going to cover them anymore.
Right.
So New York Post has got a headline story about it, but obviously that's still very much in the works. It looks like a Progressive is one of them. Reading here, State Farm confirmed the temporary halting of writing insurance policies in some states for some Kia and Hyundai model years and trim levels. Progressive also confirmed that they were making changes. In some areas, Progressive is going to increase rates and limit the sale of new insurance policies for those who have Kias and Hyundais that fit within the slot of vehicles that are substantial risk. It says Kia and Hyundai vehicle thefts are up as much as 300% over the past 2 years in some cities.
That's insane.
Yeah, it says videos posted on social media show people how to start the vehicles without keys, but instead with the tip of a phone charger or a USB cable. And the trend has prompted juveniles across the U.S. to try and steal Kia and Hyundai vehicles to go for a joyride.
Okay.
Now
I understand. I was going to say, why would somebody want to steal a Hyundai or a Kia?
Exactly.
I know you usually go for like Porsches, Ferraris, but those things have very complicated security systems.
So you're just talking about kids wanting to run the gas out of them, right?
Well,
or wreck them.
That's how it started, I think, on TikTok. They showed how to do it. And now, I mean, if it's that easy, other people are picking it up, not just to be goofy, but to actually
Yeah.
steal vehicles because they can.
The Kia gets like a 48 miles to the gallon. That's going to be a long joy ride.
Yeah,
Trying
no
to just
kidding.
run
It's
it
not.
out.
Hey, and it's not going to be much joy either.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a long ride.
Yeah, it's a very long, slow ride.
Man, so does that mean like people who have those certain models, certain years in those certain states, they don't have coverage anymore?
I don't. That's where it's interesting. Like, do you get grandfathered in?
Yeah.
It really sounds like they're just not going to write new insurance policies
Right.
for some of the. That's in some states. Arkansas is not on the list here for a state that's seen any sizable increase in car thefts.
Mhm.
But one of the big things that the insurance companies are pointing out about these particular models is that most vehicles nowadays, they have a immobilizer system in
Right.
it. If it detects that you are trying to bypass the security system, it'll just turn the vehicle off, and it'll
Mhm.
just leave it there until the police can come. There's even some that will lock the doors
Yeah.
and trap the carjacker inside of it until the police
Justice.
get there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But these particular models do not
Mhm.
have any kind of immobilizer, so you can do whatever you got to take one of these things, and
Right.
like Greg was saying, you just drive it till the gas runs out.
I remember I had a little Camry. It was our parents. I drove it around though, and we had gotten a letter from I guess the Manitoba Insurance Company or something, and they said that you need to go put an immobilizer in your car, even though it was like a 91. It was so
Yeah.
old, but apparently it was on this list of top 10 most stolen cars in Canada.
Oh, that Camry,
The
absolutely.
Camry, yes.
Supposedly super easy.
Yeah.
You stick a screwdriver in the ignition
Exactly.
and it turns on.
So we get it put in. Of course, it's broken into, I think, 3 times over the time that I had it. And each time they went and they tried to take a screwdriver into the ignition,
Yeah.
breaking the ignition. Yeah, it was
Oh, that's real fun.
not much of a deterrent.
No. I have a friend. I always love to talk about his chronicles. He's an ex-roommate of mine
Mhm.
and was in the family very briefly.
Yes.
But he moved to San Francisco after things kind of fell apart for him here in
Mhm.
Arkansas. And yeah, it seems like every other week he'll put a picture on his Facebook page of like he goes into his apartment and a homeless person broke in sleeping on his couch.
Ugh.
Because in San Francisco, they don't really police homelessness
Mhm.
much, and a person breaks into your house just to sleep on your couch, the police aren't even going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, maybe that's even why the homeless person broke in there, so they get arrested and they'd have somewhere to stay.
Yes.
And
a
get
meal
some
to
free
eat.
meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the police are just like, nah, sorry, you can kick him out. Is the best
Mhm.
you can do. But he recently got a car. Probably about 6 months ago, he finally got a car in San Francisco. It's been stolen and recovered 3 times now.
Oh, my
in those 6
goodness.
months. Well, it's lucky for him; it's got recovered every time.
Yeah.
But yeah. He recently posted the 3rd time his car's been stolen.
Because they just drive it around till it runs out of gas and just leave it.
Yeah, and then just leave it, or
Yeah.
they just sleep in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
gets brought back to his house.
So the interesting part of this story is he was part of your family for a small period of time.
Very
And
small
is-
period.
Was this Jen's prior husband?
No.
Or Tyler's in.
No, Tyler's never been married.
Okay.
No, this is a ex-brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Not on this side.
No.
Oh, the other side.
Yeah, on
I
the
got
other
you.
side.
Well, you got to
My
learn
wife-
how. You got to learn how to say that because that's your wife's family. That's not your
That's
family.
it's my wife's
You want
family.
to make?
Hey, I claim most of them.
Yeah, well,
All right.
just claim the ones you want, not the other ones. That's
That's
what
what I
That's
do.
what my wife's family does with me. They don't claim me.
Aw.
That's my sister-in-law's husband. That's not. It's
not
not my brother-in-law.
That's not my son-in-law.
That's my sister's
Yeah.
husband,
Yeah.
not my brother-in-law.
That's that guy. What's his name? How long y'all been 30-something years married now?
43.
43. Yeah. Have they learned your name yet?
Yeah, they know my name.
Okay.
Yeah. They've got a special name they call me.
It sends chills down their spine every time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it sends down them, but they call it.
What were they hoping for? That she was going to marry Prince Charles?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I hope not.
I thought he was handsome back in the day.
You-
My
you
wife
know-
says he was as goofy looking as any British royal member has ever been.
I think he is pretty goofy, and I think in the 80s he definitely was a little goofy, but he wasn't really that bad looking. It was really just his ears.
The ears,
You
yeah.
know? But otherwise, he wasn't really that bad looking.
So if you cut his ears off, he'd been pretty normal looking.
He would have looked a lot more normal
Taped
without
him
the
back,
ears.
Yeah.
You know, like dogs or something. I don't know.
I will say, I think Prince William, though, he's a good-looking guy, right? You don't think so?
If he wears a hat, maybe.
Well, yeah, he's bald.
Hey, wait a minute.
Balding. Well, hey, here's the thing. Oh man, I'm gonna sound so mean. I just think that if you're balding, maybe just kind of either get a toupee or just shave the whole thing.
Oh,
You'd look a lot better.
Lean one way or the other. Don't just
Yeah.
rock the
wispy things
Yeah.
hanging in the face. It's not.
She's
a
not
good
digging
look.
at you because you got this
No.
cool. You got
Wow.
the beard and the
Yeah.
and the bald
It's
head.
a slick
You look
look.
like a biker or something.
Yeah.
Biker.
Or like a German field marshal in North Africa.
But if you look at pictures of Prince William when there's a gust of wind, it's just shave it off. I don't know.
He is really rocking the friar tuck.
Yeah, he's got the friar tuck.
He's got the
friar
friar
tuck.
tuck thing.
Yeah.
The male pattern MPB.
Now,
Let's just
now-
call it that.
Yes.
Now, Kate, she's hot.
She's
She's
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Miss Markle, very attractive.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they had her as a suitcase girl.
Yeah.
That was her only acting
Yeah.
stint, right?
Yeah,
her
Suits,
acting gig was on, yes.
Yeah, and I don't
Suits.
know if you've ever watched it, but she is not a great actress.
No.
There's not a lot of
She
skill
was
there.
not.
Well,
Yeah.
she recently came out and said that she was like, the only reason they hired me is because I'm so pretty, and they would never let me say anything on it. It's
Oh, yeah.
you were the bimbo up there with the suitcase.
You weren't the
all
star
right?
of the show.
You weren't the star of the show. There was there was no talking lines
Yeah.
for any of them. I don't think. You
Yeah.
know, you just stand up there, smile, and hold the briefcase.
Yes,
is all
that
you
was
do.
your job requirement. You had to be beautiful to do this job.
Yes, and you did a great job as
Yes.
far as I'm concerned. But
So don't complain.
there's a lot of things I'd like to do with my job, but it's not part of my job description.
Yes.
So I that's not my realm. I don't do that.
It's always something to complain about. You want to
She
complain
was
about
beautiful and didn't talk. I talk and I'm not beautiful. I mean, I would love to be beautiful, Megan. And
Aw.
I'd love to have your job. I'd stand up there smiling with a suit.
I don't
Me
think
too.
hey, you think he could shut up? I don't think he could.
No.
So, even if no matter what he looked like, he's still going to talk.
Ask
Yeah.
my wife. I'm great at shutting up.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest things I bring to our marriage is just shutting up.
Really?
Oh yes, absolutely. Sometimes too much to a fault. She tells me sometimes, she's like, what, is everything okay? You haven't talked much. I'm like, I talk too much.
Call her. I want to see what she says about that. Let's call. You're not going to do that?
No.
Tyler would.
Maybe.
She's got a real job.
I know.
she does.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Plus, she likes to answer her phone by cussing, so it would really be good if we didn't call her.
Yeah.
It's a family.
That's
radio.
only when
shut
that's only
down.
when you call her.
That's true.
All right, you guys, let's do
Let's do
some
weather.
complaining about the weather. This one's brought to you by Genuine RV Power Sport.
Are you ready for some football?
Choose the option that best describes your lifestyle. Option A. Option B. Option C. Or all of the above. Whatever you're into, Genuine RV and Power Sports has it covered with a large selection of new and pre-owned RVs, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, golf carts, and more. With exceptional customer service and satisfaction, Genuine RV and Power Sports, 1300 Northeast Lincoln Road in Idabel.
Number one country
Want to pick?
Sure, I'd love to.
What's that?
Oh,
Let's do
that's
our
a bird.
weather.
You're not an old fan of this radio show, are you?
Nope.
That's an inside joke for our listeners.
Oh.
But yes, hey, guess what? 30% chance of showers today. Technically, the National Weather Service says areas of drizzle with a slight chance of rain before noon. So that drizzle could turn to rain before noon. Any case, today's high 37, the low 32. That colder weather is going to raise the chance of that shower turning into freezing rain. We've got a 70% chance of rain tonight turning into freezing rain. Those chances are just going to increase tomorrow to an 80 to 90% chance of freezing rain. More freezing rain Tuesday night, freezing rain Wednesday morning. Lots of freezing rain the next
Freezing
few days.
rain.
I'm just going to say, but we have no lows. 32 is the freezing point. That's as cold as we're going to see, according to the National Weather Service. We don't have any lows below 32, so I don't expect any hazardous conditions. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't see this turning into anything real bad, but we do have a chance for some sleety, freezing rain kind of stuff. Now,
Sure.
Just wonderful days for the next 2 or 3 days.
I just want to see the sun.
Yeah.
I would love to see the sun now. This is specifically for D Queen and the immediate surrounding area. If you're in northern Sevier County and then getting into Polk, obviously you're much more likely to get another round of snow. You said there's still snow on the ground up there. So
Yeah, up north of Mena and stuff, there is.
Yeah.
And you know what, I think if you get on some of these back roads in the next few days, you may see some slick spots in shady places and things like that.
Yes, good call. Shady spots, bridges that aren't insulated by the earth, obviously. Be real mindful of that. But there is a winter weather advisory. It's just reminding folks it is going to be some freezing rain the next couple of days. Stay safe out there. Just a little be cautious, especially when traveling during the evening, overnight, and morning hours.
Absolutely.
And the temperature is dropping as we speak.
It is.
Yes.
It's as warm as it's going to be. I think 4 o'clock this morning was the warmest it was going to be all day today.
Let's see. Yesterday's high was 63, a low of 36.60 inches of rainfall, and right now it's currently 35 degrees outside.
All right.
So
today,
radio station.
Today's high is literally 30 degrees colder than what yesterday's high was.
Yes. All right, you guys, we have somebody on the phone. Good morning. You're live on the Morning Brew. Who do we have?
Tammy Carden.
Oh,
Tammy Carden.
Right. And where did you pick up your play sheet?
TJ.
All right.
Food or gas?
Gas.
All right. Got that good gas. Absolutely.
Would you like to do the honors, Greg? Or Patrick?
Patrick's got it.
I've got it. All right. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Who is in square 8J?
Vince Lombardi. No, what'd you say?
8J.
8J. Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw.
Bingo.
That's who it is. And we're going to cross his name out and put your name in there. So awesome.
Perfect.
Stay tuned because the day after
Thank
Super
you.
Bowl, we're going to be announcing those winners. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. We're doing pretty good here.
I
And that's-
think so.
Well, we still got almost half left. So
47.
47. If you haven't got on there just yet, hey, we've got some good ones. We got Ben Roethlisberger, Art Shell, Jack Lambert, all kinds of good guys left on here. My man, Larry Zonka.
Yeah.
Larry Zonka's still on there.
Yes.
I always say I asked for him to be saved for last.
You guys stay tuned. We might have another one coming up in this hour. We'll see.
Who knows?
For now, we're going to take a short break and we'll meet you on the other side.
I love my church family.
Amo a mi familia de la iglesia.
I love my church family.
I love my church family.
At the D Queen Church of Christ, we are a community of Jesus followers. We are not a group of perfect people, but our glory is in the cross of Jesus Christ and the saving power of His grace. Our church family has a relaxed nature with a passion for sharing Jesus. We would love to see you this Sunday at 10:15 a.m. or check out our website at dqcoc.com.
Gator Stop 283 Highway 41 South in Foreman is conveniently open 7 days a week from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. with daily lunch specials, nightly specials. Whether you're in the mood to dine in with the family or just need a quick snack on the go, Gator Stop is your one-stop shop for fuel and fuel supplements, snacks, drinks, a home-cooked meal, and much more. At Gator Stop, you'll find lots of options and great customer service. Safe travels from your friends at Gator Stop 283 Highway 41 South in Foreman.
Are you looking for a friendly and reliable bank? Turn to Idabel National Bank, where we offer an array of banking services for all your financial needs. Since 1921, Idabel National Bank has offered a variety of savings and checking accounts, financial planning, and lending services, including consumer, business, and home loans. Here at Idabel National Bank, we take pride in our customer service. So if you're looking for exceptional financial services, make sure to stop by Idabel National Bank on Southeast Washington Street in Idabel. Idabel National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
That's not what makes you that way.
Oh, it's my being married to a woman and having a child? Is that where you're confused?
Yeah, you're confusing me.
Yikes. Greg, I hear you have some sports.
We do have some sports. First of all, we want to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
We have the contestants now. The Kansas City Chiefs are the AFC representative. The Philadelphia Eagles are the NFC representative.
Okay.
2 weeks from yesterday, they will be playing the Super Bowl in Phoenix.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, in Phoenix.
Cool.
So that means 2 weeks from today, we'll be giving out this $500.
No kidding. I'm so excited.
That's the stadium that it couldn't be any further away from Philadelphia or Kansas City. Why are they doing it in Phoenix?
I think, isn't it like a lottery every
they
year?
do a bid or something?
Well, they just I think what they do is they want it in, it doesn't matter where they play.
Well, unless you're from Philadelphia or Kansas City and you want to see your team in the Super Bowl, you're like, oh, now I got to go to Phoenix.
None of the real fans can afford a ticket anyway.
That's true.
They're so expensive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is make it a little easier for them as you can, like Phoenix.
Like Summer Central, maybe?
I'd say I've been to Phoenix a couple of times.
Mhm.
Let me just say, it's if you never go there, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah. Even
okay.
when we lived in Arizona, it was like going to Phoenix was a chore. It
Ugh.
sucks. It's hot. It's not very pretty. And
But they got a nice stadium.
They do. They do have nice stadium.
You know, they actually have a grass field that they pull out of that indoor
like
stadium.
sod kind of style?
They actually have trays and they pull it out and let it grow, then push it back.
Yeah, because it wouldn't grow in there.
Yeah, it wouldn't grow inside.
It's gonna be the one place you could play the Super Bowl in February, and it's still 120 degrees.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. But anyway, that's where it is. Those are the contestants. So looking forward to a good Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a good one.
Mhm.
I'm a Kansas City Chief fan. How about
Same
you?
here. Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
so
who I'm rooting for.
Me too. Mainly because I hate Philadelphia.
Not a fan.
No,
Yeah.
not a fan. And Kansas City close to here.
I've been to Philadelphia before as well.
Yeah?
Ooh, I'm surprised I don't have hepatitis C.
Yeah, that's
from my time there.
one of the cities our dad made me lock my door in while driving through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a local does.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But anyway, back to the sports this week.
Yeah.
Looking tonight, catch the 1 hour Eric Musselman live as the Hogs Hoop coach previews this week's contest with Texas A&M and South Carolina at 7 o'clock on your Razorback station for Southwest Arkansas, number one country, 92.1. And tomorrow, on January 31st, the Razorbacks host the A&M Aggies at Fayetteville at 6 o'clock. Airtime with Chuck Barrett and Matt Zimmerman set for 5:30 on your Southwest Arkansas Hog Caller, number one country, 92.1. And while that's going on, the DeQueen Leopards and Lady Leopards travel to Arkadelphia. I don't think there'll be a JV contest, so Tony and I will have the play-by-play of the senior action starting at around 5:30 on 102.1 The Good Path and on the KILX app. And then moving on to Friday, February 3rd, the Leopards and Lady Leopards travel to Hope, and following a JV contest there at 5, Tony and I will have the play-by-play of the senior action starting at around 5:30 on number one country, 92.1, and the Ashdown senior teams travel to Magnolia. Following a JV varsity contest there at 5, Jim Cross will have the play-by-play of the senior action starting at around 5:30 on 102.1 The Good Path and on the KILX app. And to round out the week, on Saturday, the Arkansas Razorbacks travel to Columbia to battle the South Carolina Gamecocks at 2:30. Airtime with Chuck Barrett set for 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon on your Razorback station, 92.1.
Bingo. That sounds great. How many basketball games do we have left in the season?
Not many, huh?
Yeah.
It's about to wind down.
More than you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking that too.
We still got tournament play and all that.
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about real quickly, though, with sports is tonight, big game especially for the junior girls with Arkadelphia, probably to be the number 1 seed in the district.
Yeah, okay.
And it's here tonight. That game starts at 5 o'clock. When the 7th grade girls start at 5 o'clock tonight. And so the junior high girls will play after the 7th grade, 8th grade, then the 9th grade girls. Should be a really good game. The game over in Arkadelphia was a really good game. And if you hadn't seen the junior girls play and the junior boys, which tonight the junior boys are at Arkadelphia, so you can't see them play here. But the junior girls are really fun to watch. And I've got a vested interest there.
Yeah, you do.
Since I have a granddaughter playing there, but they are really fun to watch. Good basketball team, and so when you look at senior high games left, you're looking at you got 2 this week.
You got Tuesday and Friday.
Yep, you got 2 the next week. Then you've got 2 the next week, so you got 6 more regular season games, and then you go. Assuming you make it in the top 4, you're going to be in the regional tournament.
All right.
So the regular season actually ends on February 17th.
All right.
That is more than what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good call.
Same.
Yep. Me too, because I thought it was getting really close. There was 2 or 3 games left.
I know.
There's still 6 games, 3 weeks left.
My mind's on baseball and soccer coming up as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and if you go very far in basketball, they're going to overlap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because the end of February, they start playing baseball.
I know. To me, that is just a sign of spring, and I'm so excited for it. Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard
love it.
I'm looking forward to Mariah being a future Leopards basketball player. Her recent report, she's 98th percentile in height, so that means only 2% of babies are taller than she is.
Wow.
That's pretty good. But she's also, like her daddy, has a real small head, so she's going to be good at basketball, but you're going to have to knock some plays into her head with a hammer. and just thump her on her head to be like, "Are you with us here, Mariah? Are you here?"
So that's something you are thinking about? You want to get her involved in sports?
Absolutely.
That's so great. How exciting.
I thought I was having a boy, so I promised the Leopards a star quarterback in the future.
Yeah.
She can play quarterback.
She can play quarterback,
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could be Mike Massey before long.
No. That's not what I meant.
Or Martin. I guess that
Martin.
Or Martin Massey. I don't like that name.
Yeah, no.
No, sorry. You're stuck with what you were born in my house.
Yes. Yeah, I guess probably not the best subject to bring up, but
I sure didn't I? Sorry.
No, I was thinking there's a TikToker who, her name is Dylan Mulvaney, I believe, and she is like almost a year now as a trans woman. And she posts every day, it's like day 260 of being a woman, day 261 of being a woman, blah, blah, blah. And just recently, like a couple of weeks ago, she got a female, like a feminizing surgery on her face to look more like a woman. And now she just posted her face reveal over the weekend, and people are saying she looks like a mix of Audrey Hepburn and Natalie Portman. Yeah. And she kind of does. It's kind of there, but
that's not fair. That's 2 of the most beautiful women in history. Audrey Hepburn, especially.
Absolutely.
And that you got the Audrey Hepburn. You're a man, and you got the Audrey Hepburn surgery.
She wanted to look like Audrey Hepburn, and so I don't know. I know a lot of people are coming out and just kind of voicing how upset they are, or voicing their opinions about it, and I don't know.
It could have gone more, I think, Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Make more sense.
Yeah.
Get that one.
No. That's just crazy.
All right. Well.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing, really, a feminization, whatever it's called, surgery. I guess it's more so just kind of shaving down the bone in your face, maybe, so you don't have such a strong jawline.
What do you do about the 5 o'clock shadow?
Laser hair removal, probably.
Do you have to do that all the time, or does that remove your hair forever?
So I can't do that.
Laser hair removal?
I can't. Yeah, I can't get feminized.
You're allergic to lasers?
No. I asked them because I was going to laser my head, so I didn't have to shave my head.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
But you can't do it if it's gray hair because it won't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Just bounces the light off, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what they said.
That's really interesting. I'd like to know why that is.
I don't know.
Yeah. Random little factoid for you, but apparently, people with red hair, they don't go gray. I think they just go white.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look into that. I may have had that switched.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you have white hair, it goes red?
No. They don't. Gingers, I shouldn't say gingers. People with red hair, I don't think they go from gray to white. I think they skip it entirely and their hair just comes in white once they get older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, no salt and pepper. Look for them.
Well, I don't know. It's a weird time to raise a child, and I've never really realized that until I started raising a child in this time period. And I'm so suspicious of everything. My wife has turned on our baby to a new show that's meant for babies. We would occasionally do this Hey Bear thing.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that?
The dancing fruit and
the
such?
dancing fruit, and no more than 30 minutes a day. It's just like that moment, that 30 minutes we needed to clean the house, or we were both wrapped up on something to just put on the TV, and the baby was absolutely transfixed by it. So now she's getting a little older. She's learning things. You know, she knows a couple, like she can't say any words, but she knows words. If I'm like, "Hey, where's Kiwi?" Kiwi's our dog's name.
Yeah.
She'll crawl around looking for Kiwi now. So she's getting a little more developed. So Kaylin's like, "Well, let's put on this Miss Rachel." Is what it is, and this is, I don't know if she was a teacher or something, but now she just like sings into a camera and for a YouTube channel or something that she does. She's like an influencer, a baby influencer.
Yeah.
She does a lot like, say daddy, that's good, that's really, you said it really good. It's like she didn't say anything. She went blah. That's what she's
Good job.
Now you're reinforcing, now I'm blah.
Yeah.
Is next time she looks at me, she's gonna go blah more than usual. But I'm a little suspicious of it. Like, I swear I've been hearing some propaganda through it. Like the other day I was listening, I swear she said the wheels on the bus or the the bus with the Uyghurs go bye 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 bye. The Uyghurs, of course, are the oppressed Turkish Muslim group that lives in China. That is famously, they've been bussed away into concentration camps in China. So it's like, okay, well, maybe you're just trying to raise awareness about the Uyghurs in China, or I just misheard. But then the other day I walked in and she was doing sign language, teaching the baby sign language through the show. I don't want my baby to know a language that I don't know. I just want to say that. Like, I find that very suspicious, If she wants to, if my baby...
So she can't take a foreign language in school then?
I'll take one with her. It's going to be one that I'm familiar with already, okay? There, at least I can learn alongside her.
Right.
And I'm fine with her learning sign language, but only if I know sign language first.
The only, what do you know? I know Pig Latin and English is all I know.
Yeah.
I got a working knowledge of one or two of them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I saw a video recently of a woman who bought a toy for her daughter from Walmart, and she played, like, it had different options, different buttons you can push, and she was pushing them, and it was like propaganda stuff that it was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that, but they were like, what happened? Who did this? Why is Walmart selling it? But really, it's probably the person who manufactured it did something with the sound settings. But it was stuff that a kid should not be listening to.
Yeah, that's what if that, like the sign language that she was doing with my baby, it could have been like capitalism is the worst form of an economic system.
Well, did it not have a little scroll saying what she was?
No, it didn't. Babies of the world unite towards the communist cause. I mean, that's what it literally, she could have been signing my baby.
Yeah, probably.
And I am not raising a communist and no Marxist in my household.
Hey, good morning, Gloria Bennett.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, not a Marxist.
Not a Marxist.
Yeah.
Definitely not. No. So what's the deal? Let's talk about Britney Spears.
Yeah. Well, let's take a really quick break, and then I'd really like to jump into
Let's do that.
All right, we'll be right back.
This Valentine's Day, give your special someone something memorable and delicious, like a gray charcuterie box full of delicious fruits, veggies, and a host of festive foods carefully and artistically displayed to dazzle your Valentine. Raised by Bluebirds is now taking orders for their decorative Valentine cookie boxes with several designs to choose from, and they'll deliver them to the KDQN studios for easy pickup. On Facebook, visit Grace by Bluebirds or KDQN 921 to choose your favorite theme. Deadline to order is February 3rd.
Looking for a bank that cares about you and your community? First State Bank is your community bank. We're involved in our community because that's important to us. That's what local businesses do, and we're a local business too. Visit us to see how you can join the First State Bank family today. You'll even get a free gift if you join, because that's local banking done right. Terms and conditions apply. First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
DNS Carpets in Ashdown and Nashville are more than just a flooring specialty store. They're experts in sales and design and will help you find the perfect floor for how you live. DNS features and installs carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile. They even install custom showers and backsplashes. They take pride in selling a complete package of services, which includes the very important process of installing your floor in a quick and professional manner. Their large selection, quality, and value make them the best choice for flooring in our area. DNS Carpets, 1380 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown and 807 Vine Street in Nashville.
Classic Chevrolet is now open in their new location, 640 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown.
Hi, I'm Chad Andrews. Put our customers first with our top-notch sales and service departments. We'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy ours. Stop by and see a great line of pre-owned cars and trucks, big boy lift trucks, or order a new vehicle conveniently online.
See the team at Classic Chevrolet, now open in their new location, 640 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown.
And we are back.
Just had a visit from Flat Stanley.
Yes,
Yeah, Flat Stanley was in here.
Yeah, I never heard of Flat Stanley before.
Well, you got your picture.
You seem to like him.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very cute.
You got your picture. It's going to a school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a little hard to take pictures in the morning for me. I don't know. I'm just not ready for it.
Glowing. You look great.
You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you notice who got their picture taken? It wasn't us two. Like, no offer for us to.
That's because she knew you'd probably protest it.
Flat Stanley is not about toxic masculinity.
That's right.
Which is all Craig and I just use.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Britney Spears.
We don't do that enough.
I don't remember us talking about Britney Spears. At least
we were
not
on
in
a
while.
great roll.
Yeah.
Which we're about to just ruin today.
Well, and I don't necessarily want to talk about how she seems to have lost it a little bit. I mean, the woman, she's been through a lot in her years, but there's now
male pattern baldness at one point.
Who knows? It could be conservatorship, all that stuff. But apparently, there's now these theories going around that who we're seeing is not actually Britney Spears.
It's Jessica?
They think they're deep faking this person.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like there's cardboard cutouts in the background that look like Britney Spears, but it's just cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So these people believe that she's being held hostage. This is just people on social media, by the way. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So they went and called the police. They got a bunch of them. Go call the police in LA and ask for a welfare check on Britney Spears. So they got enough calls last week to go out and do a welfare check on Britney Spears.
Yeah, LAPD don't have better things to do.
Exactly. They're losing like 100 police officers a week, by the way. I just learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, they show up. They see her outside. She's fine. And they leave. Waste of their time. Waste of her time. And she got so upset that she just deleted her Instagram and stuff and said, that's not okay what you guys did. Calling the police to do a welfare check on me just because of your stupid fan theories. So
it's the old online sleuths.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good thing.
I know.
We saw just how ineffective that whole thing was during the Gabby Petito murder and the hunt for Brian Laundrie, right?
Yeah.
Remember that these are the two that went on the van life tour, and it turns out that cramming two people in a van who don't really like each other for an extended period of time is not a wise idea.
No,
but in any case, you had police departments all across the country being contacted by these like Instagram detectives who were like, "I'm pretty sure I just saw Brian Laundrie, in Portland." And then they get another call the next day that's like, no, he's at Myrtle Beach right now, and just sending police on a million different directions. Same with the Idaho University slayings. Those 4 roommates that were found dead. You know, they were getting tips, quote unquote, from online people from all. It was sending the police in a million different directions. You know,
the Boston bomber, they did that too. When there was a manhunt for this guy, there were people on Reddit saying, "Oh, we know where he's at," and they doxed this innocent person who got a lot of hate, a lot of threats, police showing up, and it wasn't even him.
Those were those Saryevich brothers or whatever their names were. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. So there's always going to be these people online that think they know better than our police.
Yeah, and it's policing detective work. That's difficult enough as it is. Even we see things like fingerprints. Well, I think it was the 2007 Madrid train bombing when they got the fingerprints off like the bomb fragments. They ended up matching it to a guy who lived in Seattle, I believe, or somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. They arrested him. He was in custody for a good while before they realized, like, oh, he was never in Madrid, Spain in 2007 or any other point. It just so happens that people can have the same fingerprints.
Really?
It was a big case that showed, like, you can have fingerprints are not 100% unique.
Right.
They ended up catching the guy who was, like, part of Al-Qaeda, not this guy that just lives in Seattle, Washington. But they realized that the guy who actually did the bombing and this guy had the same exact fingerprints.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why you don't let anybody take your fingerprint.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. They're going to steal your identity.
Or do those DNA tests.
Yeah.
Because, police can get those without your permission.
23andMe type?
Yeah.
Okay. You've done that, right?
I have, yeah. Ancestry.
But you're still kin to them, right?
Still kin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're trying to find out you weren't, I know. But
yeah, I was. You smell that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, let's want to take a quick break.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Pilgrim's Pride DeQueen Processing Plant has immediate openings for production workers. Both shifts, part-time and temporary positions also available with wages from $17.25 up to $21.95 per hour, as well as a $2 per hour attendance incentive. All new hires receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications available online at jobbite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in DeQueen, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action, equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
A healthy baby is a happy baby. Mom can help keep her baby happy and healthy by quitting tobacco. Be Well Baby from the Arkansas Department of Health can help. And you can get some great things for baby just by signing up, like vouchers for free diapers and more. Ask about Be Well Baby by calling 1-833-283-WELL or go to bewellarkansas.org to learn more. Be Well Baby, brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health. Because we want all Arkansans to be healthy right from the start.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
Try the new Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese. Savory steak mixed with grilled onions, topped with crispy bacon and melty American cheese, plus creamy mayo and tangy barbecue sauce. Or try it spicy with zesty cheese sauce and jalapenos.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing.
Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese.
Sonic.
Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Are you ready for some football?
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
In DeQueen, see Agent Jeff Woods or agency representatives Jennifer Hernandez, Debbie Seymour, or Pollyanna Smith.
And we are back, finishing up this 8 o'clock hour.
Finishing up the day.
Yes. Oh, we have a caller for our football squares. Good morning. You're live on the Morning Brew.
Yes, this is Gloria Bennett.
Oh,
Gloria.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are y'all doing?
Wonderful.
Great, thank you.
All right, where'd you pick up your play sheet?
At TJ.
Perfect. All right, who wants to do the honors of this one?
Well, I got it.
You got it?
Let's do
Give her a good one.
2E.
2E. Okay. Jerry Wright.
That's
Bingo.
it.
All right.
Mark Jerry out. Put Gloria in.
Yes, y'all have a great
All right,
day.
you too.
You
Thanks
too.
for
Gloria,
playing.
thank you so much.
Okay, last one for the day.
All
I'd
right.
say that's pretty dang good.
Really?
Yeah,
You sure?
maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah, you never know, right?
Speaking of some Super Bowls, so the Phillies won yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Off to the Super Bowl. I don't know if you saw where the Empire State Building in New York City changed its lights to green and white, and the internet has been on fire ever
Yeah.
since they've made that decision. Because, of course, the New York Giants were ousted last week
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs. Obviously, they're big divisional rivals, the Giants and the Eagles. Then to have New York City put the lights on like one of their tallest buildings, pretty silly.
Who was behind that?
Or is it the tallest building?
No, it's not the
No,
tallest
no, okay,
building.
I didn't think so,
No.
but
Not even close.
yeah, not even close. All right.
Yeah, I don't know who made that executive decision, but
That was not smart.
caused a lot of chaos.
Definitely not smart.
But
Yeah.
you know what? You know what? Another color green's why that happened.
Yeah.
Money green.
Money green.
I guarantee you that was all about money. Somebody paid enough money to get that done,
Yeah.
and they took it, even though they knew they'd take the heat.
Oh boy.
Well, a lot of comments on here, just like, would you lose a bet or something? They have to do this, so that's pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty good. We see that Texas A&M win a bowl game or something, and then the Arkansas State Capitol gets lit up in maroon colors. I think there'd be some riots on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yep. So have you seen about all these classified documents?
Yes, I have that pulled up right now because I know I heard on the news this morning that Mike Pence happened to
Yeah.
find some
Yeah.
classified documents.
They didn't find any at my house yet. I just
Yeah.
want to say I keep seeing all
That's
these things
because
on
they hadn't
Facebook.
looked.
Yeah.
I-
Marked safe from finding classified. I
Yes.
see that a lot. Sorry, y'all. You ain't important enough to get checked by the Justice Department to see if you have classified documents. They all do.
Yeah.
They all do.
They-
It's only President Trump that gets his doors kicked in, though. To
And
check
the
see if he
FBI
has them.
coming in with their shoes on his carpet.
Just so they can find like a piece of paper that has his signature and Kim Jong Un's signature, which supposedly he came out and said he's like, it was a memento.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it. It was one of my favorite things is that I was the first president forever to actually meet with the North Korean president. And guess what? We were fine afterwards. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Keep my little paper that had our signature
Yeah.
on it. I was totally fine with that.
I just like how the National Archives has come out and said, any former presidents and vice presidents, you mind checking your stuff and seeing if you have anything?
Well, that's how this developed, right? Is that I guess some staffers were checking the residence of President Biden, and they found those and like, why don't we take these over to the National Archives before the FBI comes and finds them here? It would just look better if we turn them in ourselves.
Yeah.
And then the National Archives is like, hey, we got to let everybody know that President Biden's staff is bringing in classified documents he's kept next to his Corvette the whole time. Which when he was asked about it, Biden was like, well, I had it in my garage next to the Corvette. Like, that's supposed to... I would feel better if you said a Maserati, a Lamborghini. I would assume that then the security for your garage is much higher than just your old 58 Corvette or whatever. Okay. But just that... I just wonder all these like Russian agents and Chinese agents. All you got to know is you got to lift a garage door, and there's all the classified documents you could ever want.
Do they mention what kind of documents they are, like what they're about, or is
I
that?
don't know
Yeah.
about that, but there is one thing that a lot of this started with Hillary Clinton. Obviously, she had a private server with classified information on it. Then you had the Mar-a-Lago incident involving President Trump. Now with Biden, now Pence. One of the questions, if you don't want to play favorites on political parties here, one thing we could all probably ask ourselves and have a discussion on. So we have an overclassification problem in this country. Is our government classifying way too much material? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it's just a stamp. You stamp all these things, and before you know it, every single document is classified. Well, all this stuff, hey, Americans deserve to read it if they want to.
Absolutely, and not wait 20 years for things to come out or
Yeah,
more.
or more, yeah, like 50 years. I think that's we're seeing like even JFK assassination documents are just now being unclassified. It's like,
Why?
yeah, just go ahead and dump it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
all
just
silly.
interesting to me that they all have them.
They
and,
all
you know,
have 'em.
and then they just go from one to the next, one party to
Yeah.
the next.
Yeah.
Trump, Biden. Now they're the Pence. Now the next one will be Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely.
That's what it'll be all of them.
Yeah.
Because they all have them.
Yeah,
I mean, don't you ever you go to work and you got your papers on your desk and then you go home and you actually take something
Shuffle
with you,
them. Yeah.
like, I'm glad I can't be president because I'd be doing that all the time.
I know. At least Biden's got the excuse, like, I'm an old man. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know.
It's the dementia.
I'm president? When did that happen?
That's Jerry Seinfeld's uncle.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
his
Uncle Leo.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Uncle Leo. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that.
But I still do love it. It's like they're fine. They're next to my Corvette in my garage.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
That makes it special.
I don't know where you live, Biden, but the garage doors never stopped anyone from stealing stuff from my place before.
No.
So.
Yikes. Oh, you guys, it has been a show.
Yeah.
It
We
is,
managed to make it
We
through.
made it 3
Yeah.
hours.
Just imagine
3
a
hours.
Russian KGB officer's like, how are we going to get into this garage? Oh, well, the car parked out front is unlocked, and there's the garage opener button. Just blam.
Yeah.
And there we go. We got all the secrets.
That was easy.
Yeah. It's goofy, though.
Yeah,
they all
it
do
is.
it. So it's
Yeah.
to me, it's a boring story. It was boring.
Yeah.
It was boring with Hillary Clinton. It was boring when
Mm-hmm.
the only non-boring part of the Trump classified document is that the FBI raided his house,
Exactly.
which just seemed a little, and they were quite
Rude about it?
yeah, jackbooted about the whole thing. It's a boring story to me because
Yeah.
they all do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, everyone keep marking yourself safe from classified documents. And,
Okay.
and just let us know if the FBI does end up raiding your house. Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm
Yeah.
sure to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think it's time to go ahead and wrap this puppy up.
Let's do it.
Yes. So.
Oh, Tyler's not fired. I have
No.
got an email. Yeah, he's not fired. He just
No.
wasn't here for some reason.
Yeah,
Sure?
that's all right.
No, he took a vacation day.
Yes. And we can manage without him every now and then.
Yeah.
But not again, Tyler, if you're listening. Not ever again.
He's not listening.
Just kidding.
Not on a Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Well, all right, you guys, it has been a great show. We'll be back again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. sharp. For Patrick, our news director, for Greg, our wonderful co-host, and me, it's Jen. Have a great and beautiful.
No, go ahead. You do something for me real quick right afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah,
have a great and
day.
beautiful day.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Time now for obituaries brought to you by Wilkerson Funeral Homes.
Wilkerson Funeral Home, proud to be a sponsor of this Leopards broadcast. Just like the Leopards, Wilkerson Funeral Home has always been a proud, strong part of our community. For years, the Wilkerson family has been serving families in Southwest Arkansas. They understand that each family member and every life remembered are uniquely different from any other. Putting families first and ensuring that each life is properly honored is their promise to you. Wilkerson Funeral Home, dependable and professional service since 1929. Supporting the DeQueen Leopards, it's a Wilkerson Funeral Home.
It's time now for the weather brought to you by AEP SWEPCO and ACR Services.
Looking for an easier way to manage your SWEPCO account? Look no further. Download our mobile app today. You can view and pay your bill, report an outage, check outage